And what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Long time no see. The return of both two names you probably know here in the collective if you've been here for quite a while. It's your boy Mex, better known as the last Mexicano, or my name is Mex. Changed the gamer tag a little bit, but Coach Mex for now. And as well with me, one of the best people I have ever had the opportunity to cast with here today is going to be Diamondback. Diamond, what's going on, man? Welcome back.
You're really overselling how good of a person I am, but I appreciate I appreciate it, my friend. I'm doing very, very good. I'm excited to get back into some casting. Both of us had some real life stuff come up, but we're back. We're out here and we're about to get into this winners finals between Check Six and Home Shot and the Choir Boys.
Choir boys indeed. And after this vacation, it seems like not too much has changed. If you will notice, Check 6 was the final champions of Season 1. They were the ones to take that title. And the ones they went up against, well, no other than New Horizons. So two of these names might come up here as a little bit of familiar. I know Dom and Homeshot were both from New Horizon, as well as a couple from God Tier. REG Captain, formerly known as Slacks from God Tier, is going to be one of the additions onto this team. We also have Natsu, I Cold, and I believe it's Quinks or Quainta. I'm not sure how to fully pronounce that X there at the end, but we're going to call him Quinks for now. And yeah, it seems like everybody is here. Seems like we're going to just be waiting a little bit for Home Shots team and the Choir Boys to be ready and up here before we take this over to Consulate.
It is kind of wild that the majority of people that played in this game, or that are playing in this game, played in our season 1 finals. Like 7 of the 10 players that played in this game are from our finals. Some names that, if you're familiar with the collective at all, you will be very, very familiar with. And let's just get on into it over here at Consulate. So for operator bans, man, I don't know. I feel like on Consulate, it's a lot of like comfort picks. So we might see some stuff like a Montaigne ban, maybe a Blitz ban, maybe a Lion ban come out that maybe these people just don't want to play against on attack. A Thermite ban coming out. That's going to be really, really crucial on that downstairs site when you're trying to open up that big old garage wall. Very, very strong ban, in my opinion, for that site. Let's see what this next one comes out as, and it is going to be a Blackbeard. Again, kind of like a comfort ban. Like, most people don't like playing against Blackbeard. I don't like playing against Blackbeard. You don't like playing against Blackbeard. Nobody likes playing against Blackbeard. No one enjoys it. It's not a fun experience.
It wouldn't be that bad if you could just shoot him in the face, which you just can't seem to do. Next ban on defense, however, is going to be a Valkyrie that's going to take out a lot of intel for the defending team of Home Shot and the Choir Boys. Again, there is still going to be Pulse on the board, however, and there also is still going to be both Plant Denials and Mira, depending on what they ban here. And a little bit of comfort as Echo is going to be the one taken off of the board. That is going to be Intel, Plant Denial, and an ACOG taken off the defense.
We have a Mira on the board, but the Valkyrie ban, honestly, in my opinion, takes out a lot of the defense's ability to run out. There's not going to, like, running out is going to be extremely hard, especially when there's also going to be a Nomad on the board for the attackers. If you're going to ban Valkyrie and you want to, like, play outside of the map at all on defense, you kind of have to ban the Nomad. So picking ban phase, in my opinion, going in the favor of the attackers for this. We'll see how this turns out, though. It does look like we have the Hibana being brought, the Lion 6 picked off into a Jackal. I'm surprised Jackal made it through on Consulate. Jackal is really, really strong on Consulate, especially with this addition of smoke grenades for plants. A lot of the sites are very accessible from the outside of the map, either from windows or from the that big old garage wall. He is very, very strong in terms of like clearing out roamers, tracking them, and then smoking the site for points.
It seems like they are going to be going into main lobby piano for the first site here. Not something you usually see for first site. Usually going upstairs or down below in garage, especially with that thermite being taken off of the board. But I guess they're going to be saving that for a little bit later.
Yeah,
Guns are going to be going out.
This is a very aggressive choice by Homeshot and Bartels. Very, very aggressive.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Now, I'm going to want to see what Natsu and Quaint are going to be doing upstairs, as well as Cold and Captain. It looks like they're going to be doing a strong upstairs play, which is not a bad option on a map like this, especially on a site like that. So let's see how they hold it down. Hopefully they don't get a little too distracted upstairs and give a little bit too much space into piano. So let's see how they play this here, as Cold, who's playing the Maestro, will be making his way back down to bathroom.
Now, Max, a little bit of quick history. The last time that you and I casted together, we casted the grand finals, and we casted Homeshot on this site, sticking a 1v4 against Check 6 by hiding in the bathroom and shooting the man with the diffuser in the back. Now, let's see if he can replicate that, but that's going to be a really difficult one. I just wanted to remind everyone of that. It was one of our highlights of the first season. An incredible play that came out from Homeshot in that series.
And it looks like we could have had a start here to what could have been a really good play. Twitch, however, is going to be playing a little bit safer, as Loki is going to be the first one to take him out, not realizing he already made his way over to half desk. And he is pushing his way upstairs. Nikolai's going to be probably sitting on that skylight window. Doesn't realize yet that Jaeger is in his bathroom as he does get droned out.
Some trade.
1v1 here.
Some trades coming in. It does look like Loki, Jello is going to be able to win that out as he will beat down that barbed wire, make his way down. That is the roam getting cleared out. There's like a Doc Maestro and a Legion on the board, as it does look like Dom is going to make his way up through Spiral, as the other two are just going to hang on the site for dear life, as we are in a 3v5 situation.
And again, we already called this a risky play going onto this site first and foremost. These drone work is just beautiful. Everyone droning out for each other here, just getting out that intel to know that there is two left on site. Nicolo is going to be using that upstairs advantage, as Dom does get pushed from downstairs, and that's going to be a flawless round from Check 6's Jello is going to be the one to get that final kill.
Okay, hear me out here. No matter what, I like the play from Homeshot and the Choir Boys. I like that they were aggressive enough to take this site. I like that they are feeling themselves enough to play a little bit off meta, per se, and try something new. I don't, even though they got flawless, I don't hate that they made that play. That's a strong play to make. It does look like we are going to be heading down. We are already heading down to the cafeteria in the garage. We do have the Cade being brought. I'm big Cade fan to help with that garage door. He's going to be very, very powerful against the Habana. Cade struggles at tricking away the thermite charges, because thermite charges just go off so quickly. But he can very easily trick the Habana charges as long as he has that intel. So solid operator choice being brought here. Nothing really super out of the meta. When you're when you don't have the thermite on the board, you could bring the Cade and be perfect. It does look. Is Dom playing with the FO12?
He's playing with the FO12.
He's playing with the okay. Another thing, kind of a throwback that we saw from our season 1 finals. Dom with the FO12 is incredibly lethal. This man is an absolute demon to take stairs against. We saw him make so many plays on this map, if I'm recalling this correctly, NH took this map off of Check 6 in our grand finals of last season.
5 seconds to go.
Yeah, that FO12 definitely is going to be putting in work. I'm going to keep a little bit of an eye on him here, hoping to see if he's going to make any crucial plays. It looks like they are going to be sitting mainly, all on site and downstairs. Not a lot of, upstairs clearing need to be going on by Check 6 as they already push their way what seems to be towards site.
And honestly, with the Thermite off the board, the defense, and the Valkyrie off the board, it's going to be a struggle for the defense to be more aggressive outside of the site, but they can definitely be more aggressive inside of the site. You know what I mean? Like with that second floor. Well, maybe not against a Jackal setup, but still. There's going to be a lot that they can do that I don't feel like they're completely and totally utilizing here.
Well, it seems like Jello is wasting no time to already get inside and try to figure out where these defenders are. Loki meeting them there over on yellow stairs. Or white stairs, excuse me. And yeah, they just seem to be making their way around up top, getting those drones out, trying to figure out where exactly they are downstairs. Finding out here that they are not really putting up much of a roam presence, as Jello seems to be getting ready to push. Maybe?
And it does look like
play that save.
But both teams are slow playing this. The entry frag, Loki's still just hanging out in the main lobby, waiting to peek in. Ooh, what a nice shot from that member home shot in the choir boys onto Loki. Just had the intel and absolutely beams.
Yeah, that was a nasty headshot by Natsu. And I mean, that was a good pick. That's going to be, yeah, Loki, one of their top fraggers off of the board already. The rest of Check 6 is going to have to try to make up time here, as there is only a minute left. They have to try to start making their way towards site. Natsu getting another off onto Jello, and he is just going off this game. Playing his time effectively and waiting for them, I guess, to make a mistake here.
Natsu's having a really, really strong game on this Legion so far. Or a strong round. Let's not say game yet. It is only round 2, but he's having a very, very strong round. Still doable for Check 6 as we do see Nicolo take a nice frag with that F2, with that ACOG, with his shark skin. Looking really, really good here. Only 30 seconds left in the round, though. It's going to be a chore for them to get that diffuser down, but they're not out of it just yet, as they do have a little bit of that garage wall open with the Hibana pellets. It does look like they are going to be able to walk in, Serbian peeling some of that utility off the wall. Yoshi throwing some stuff, and we got Nicolo droning a little bit. It does look like they're going to play for that plant. We do have a member going down. The Cade on the yellow stairs is just going off. The Maestro getting involved, and that's it. Home shot on the choir boys, taking round 2.
Wow, and a lot better of a comeback here for home shot in the choir boys. I was a little skeptical on that no roam present, but it seems they held it down and played their parts perfectly. Especially Natsu getting them 2 headshot picks off earlier into the round, wasting a lot of time for the attacking team and just kind of putting them at a disadvantage. So, I mean, yeah, good job. Let's see how Check 6 is going to reply.
And that's kind of how you have to play against a Jackal roam clear setup on Conflict. You have to play on the side, you have to play together, you have to play for trades. And when you play for trades and the other team isn't, you can just get those free picks easily, and it cripples the attack so hard. Check 6 was a little bit spread out in their roam clear. If they would have been together, maybe droned a little bit better, they could have gotten perhaps gotten that a little bit easier. It didn't look like they had a lot of droning on those people who played maybe a little bit aggressively on Spiral. That might be the play going forward, but we'll have to see how they react to the upstairs, as this site can 100% be won without even walking into the objective.
That Blackbeard pick being a little crucial for this site. I know definitely having a Blackbeard on them double windows here on the B-bomb can make or break it. However, with that being said, it seems like the role of Ella is going to be going off of Dom and instead going to be going on to Cold here, sacrificing that Maestro play. Is what it is. Seems like it's going to be a little bit more of a trap-heavy setup here. The cap cans are, of course, on the board, as well as the Legions.
Is this a shotgun-heavy setup? Is that's what it seems like? It seems like we have a sausage coming out on the Capcan. Is that the sauce? I can't really see.
Yep, that is this. Yep.
We have the FO12. We have the sausage, and honestly, that is not bad at all. Shotguns are especially devastating on the stairs of this map, and if they can hold Check 6 down on the bottom floor, I mean, they just win. You can't plant the bomb if you're not on the same floor the bomb side is.
Natsu is going to be holding off admin here, waiting for them to get a push. Does take a little bit of damage, but does not get taken out. However, Dom is going to be the one to use that sausage to take out Niccolo. That's going to be their Twitch off of the board. Natsu shooting to the wall here, hoping to just get a couple picks. Might possibly... Is it going to run out for sight? Yep, he's going to be running back to sight.
He is on the Jackal tracks. He is being tracked by the Jackal. And Check 6 is making really, really good use of the Jackal now that he has made it to the ban phase. A very popular operator to ban in most everyone's ranked gameplay. And you're seeing here why. He is so very strong at forcing roamers back into sight. And when you can crowd the defense all in one area, they're just much easier to kill. It's really a bummer to get flanked, and most people on defense and ranked gameplay, and especially in competitive gameplay, are so strong on the flank play, and just being able to push everyone back into the site is such a strong ability. And we hear people complain, oh, why are you like banning Jackal over and over? This is why. This is why. Because he clears people out without having to kill them. But he is going to get beamed, and that is a lot of utility off the board. He uses the Legion go down. Loki getting a nice kill onto, I believe that is Natsu. And it does look like it's falling a bit apart for Check 6 right here, as they are losing a couple of those crucial gunfights.
They did, however, get control of admin, eventually going to be making their way over into long office. Yoshi wasting a charge there, trying to hold up on the flank, but if he isn't careful here, he might be taken out by that FO12. And with the flash goes out, Yoshi is going to be the one to win that shot in the gunfight, bringing it now to a 3v3. A couple shots going down, however. Might possibly be a refrag.
Just 20 seconds.
Holding angles here.
20 seconds left in the round. It's so intense. Nice shot coming out.
And that's going to be Captain and Quaints holding it down on the other side of sight. No one really pushing up yellow stairs, putting any bit of competition there for them. And there it is. They just won those gunfights and take another round. Now it's going to be a 2-1 with Homeshot and the Choir Boys taking up one round.
And Homeshot and the Choir Boys, it's only 2-1, but it's hard not to feel like they're in complete control of this game right now. The only site that they lost was when they went lobby early. And it was a bold pick. I liked the pick, but they lost it. And you got to feel like with how they have won these last two rounds, if they had went to another site, they might have won it. They could very well be up 3-0 here. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the price you pay for playing very, very aggressively. Does look like we are going to have a 6 pick from the Mira onto a Capkin. The trap-heavy setup for Homeshot and the Choir Boys is still continuing, as we will see a 6 pick onto the Finka. So we might potentially have a little bit of a Finka rush coming in.
Well, I mean, Finka and Lion, definitely not bad. Going to be replacing the Jackal, however. 50-50 on the pick choice there, but again, not my choice. Bringing in the Lion is still going to be very effective. It is going to hold the entire team of Homeshot and the Choir Boys in place, as they do not have a mute. And again, they're going to be going downstairs in lobby piano, so let's see if they can hold this down a little bit better than how they held it down the first time. But I do have to say, compared to Season 1 when Check 6 took NH, which is most of Homeshot and the Choir Boys, out in basically 3-4 rounds, it's looking a lot better in their favor now with the new team and the new subs and the new name. It seems like they're holding themselves, I mean, tenfold. You can see how it is. They're up around here.
And this is the map. Homeshot and the Choir Boys lost to Check 6 in the 3-1 in our Season 1 finals. This was the map that they pulled the map win on. And it looked very, very good for them. So maybe this map might just be a huge comfort pick for them. And maybe not Check 6's best map, especially with the way pick and ban worked out and they're attacking first. But we'll have to see how this works out for them eventually, because we do have a lot of gameplay left here on Consulate. And we have a lot of gameplay in general. This is a best-of-5 series.
Loki just trucking his way, doing what Ash does best, making his way into admin, and is going to, I guess, try to start clearing out these people up top. as Jello is going to get that first pick off onto Cap'n, giving a little bit of leg room here for the rest of his team to start pushing in. Finka and Lion, very powerful operators, and right before the drop goes out, Loki just missing the head of what I believe was Quinks. Yes, indeed, it's going to be Quinks dropping downstairs and playing it safe. Now, complete top control is going to go to Check 6, as now all they have to do is make their way down. Lions do go out.
Another Lion scan coming out, and this Lion Finka push. So far, it's looking like the answer to the problem. They are just playing so strongly. They already have a player down, but it does look like they are going to get another. So maybe this rush tactic, this aggressive push, is the play.
And it definitely is hard to win from, I mean, this area of Home Shot and the Choir Boys having complete vertical play and just complete vertical dominance, I should say, from these two teams as they just slowly make their way down, working their way onto the windows. Natsu is going to get that refrag, tries to get another, but Serbian is going to be the one to drop down and get that final kill. It looks like a repeat of what happened earlier. And again, it's extremely hard to be able to win this site when the attacking team has top control. So they can't give those up, that early in the round. If they're going to play up top, they have to commit to it.
And it's just hard to win that site.
Let's see how they go here.
It's just hard to win that site in general. It's hard to win that site in general. And Home Shot and the Choir Boys have looked so strong in the other two sites that even just taking the L there a little bit early and going into their stronger sites, we are going to go back to the Cafeteria Garage. Going back to these sites that they have been a lot stronger of, I think that may be the play. Get your losses out of the way early, take the half 4-2 on your defensive side, and then go into attack only having to win 2. That's a strong play, Max.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Well, let's hope to see if it's strong enough here as we do go into Garage. This is going to kind of be the make or break. They got to start winning these rounds before they go on to attack, because once Check 6 is on defense, it's going to be a little bit harder to push towards them.
Definitely. Check 6 is such a strong defensive team, but they need all of the rounds that they can get here.
They are doing good, though. Keeping it tied, keeping it even. That's a lot. It's a lot better, I got to tell you, especially on a map like this, which does tend to be a little bit in attacking favor. How, again, just like you said, Check 6 is a very strong defensive team as well as they are on attack. So as long as they can keep it at a little bit even, or at least maybe get up one round on defense, they're looking like they're going to have a little bit of a, I want to say, upper advantage when they switch over to the attacking side.
I would agree. I feel like all of this just kind of is working out Home Shot and the Choir Boys' favor. All they have left to do right now is to win the rounds, because these maps, they're not played on paper. you have to actually win the gunfights. You have to do the roam clear. You have to shoot. And we will see how that turns out as we are just 30 seconds in, having a little bit of aggressive droning. We are seeing Check 6 taking that top side control, as we will eventually see their push on to that Cafeteria Garage. Let's see how they choose to utilize their utility, as they are still bringing the Lion. Such a strong, regardless of how you feel about Lion, his rework is fine. It's okay. He's not super broken anymore.
Let's see them hide now.
It's all right. But he's still a very strong operator in terms of fast, aggressive pushing, which is what Check 6 is extremely good at. And we talked about it before. The best teams in Rainbow Six Siege exploit your weaknesses. When they smell blood in the water, they go in. And that's what Check 6 does very, very well as a team, as you do see an opening pick from them right here. And it does look like they have righted the ship a little bit, as they look poised to take another round. They have the vertical control. Their Sledge is beating out a lot of that, flooring from the top, and they're going to be able to do so much damage without ever exposing themselves.
Looks like Loki getting a lot of damage off there onto, yes, I believe iCold. Dom, however, is going to get that pick off onto Jello going up Spiral, using that FO12 to his best ability. It seems like a lot of damage is going to be going out, however, to Home Shot and the Choir Boys, even though they are at a bit of a man advantage. A lot of that vertical play putting them at a disadvantage here. Either they got to get control of top, or they just have to play out the clock and wait for that defuse.
And it looks like playing at the clock is going to be the play for them with 45 seconds left. Check 6 is on the back foot a little bit here. They're going to have to do something as we'll see Loki get another kill off. And the damage going in favor of Check 6, but they still have to get down there and plant the diffuser. They have to be the aggressors here, and it's not going to be easy, especially with only 20 seconds left of the clock now.
Serbian trying to push his way over into yellow stairs to get a side over onto white. Trying to take down Jaeger.
15 seconds to go.
That Maestro cam still being there with 15 seconds left. Where they plant here, it's going to be extremely crucial. If they don't pick the right spot, they're going to get taken down quick. Natsu is going to take one, as well as Quaint getting another, and it's going to be all up to Yoshi. Does get one, but doesn't have enough time to get the plant down or the frags needed, and will lose yet another round to home shot in the Choir Boys, taking them now to a 3-2.
And not having that thermite to get the massive holes on the garage wall has been a really, really big deal. And they did this last round. They brought a Maverick, and I think the play is to keep on bringing the Maverick so they can kind of make a couple of those murder holes through the wall and get some of the pressure onto the site from that garage wall. But it does look like we are going to be heading to the second floor. Excuse me, sorry, I cut you off there. What was that?
No, you're good. And as we go to consulate here, it seems like there is going to be a change of roster for Check 6. Thatcher play is going to be switched out to the, Lion, possibly, if it does stick. Niccolo, instead of going the Lion role, is going to be going Gridlock. Now they are going to have a Nomad. A lot of help towards the plant. So it looks like they're going to be going for a plant-heavy hold here. A lot of watch on the flank without having to put down any claymores. And, yeah, I mean, being that they are upstairs, being where they are at, they don't really need a Thatcher. So I think that was a good, that was a good 6 pick. I like the lineup we have here.
Definitely, and with the Jaeger on the board, the Jaeger on the board will be able to burn. It will take a little bit of their utility away, but they can burn those ADSs very, very, very quickly.
I do have to say though, very surprised at the lack of IQ. Haven't really seen her be used so far this game or this map.
That's a good point. And that might be like it might be just like a comfort thing for Check 6 at this point. Like they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna eat a couple of these traps. We understand that. We want other things. We want to be able to bring the Gridlock for flank watch. We want Loki on the Ash. We want Niccolo on Twitch. These are the operators that we feel like they're best on. So for us, it's maybe a little bit quizzical, but they have a reason. They're not just like throwing things at the wall and trying to see if they stick. This is a very, very good, a very well practiced team that has a legitimate organization. They are very, very strong. They're not just throwing things at the wall and seeing if they stick. Are we going to see a run out here from, I believe that is Dom on the Capcan, just holding the C4, potentially waiting to throw it, does truck it down, will not get anything, but does have that sausage. And again, the shotgun play coming out from the Barbers, they are sticking on this Ella. They are sticking on the Captain sausage. And so far, it's working out for them. This Consulate is one of those maps where you can hold those really, really close to angles with the shotguns so effectively. They kill so quickly, and they're so unbelievably strong.
Without a doubt, especially being at the site that they are on. I mean, looking at what I'm looking here, again, the hold down that home shot and the Choir Boys are having right here, not taking the aggressive shots, not getting, not getting a little too questionable on some of the plays they make. They have been doing what they need to do. They have just held their angles, got the damage out when they needed to get it, and played time. And yes, there's not that big of a roam presence, but with those shotguns being in use, being that, like, for instance, here, if Dom does stick a shot, sausage landings will be enough to hold down sight. However, Jello is going to be the one to get that frag, as well as Loki getting another. And that's going to be putting them at a 2v5. They are playing a lot better this one. Rushing in, and Natsu is going to get that frag. Niccolo will get the refrag, however. Now it's going to be all up to Quinks and Cold. Plan is going down. Niccolo getting that kill off on the Cold, and now it's going to be all up to Quinks as he does get that nice headshot off on the Yoshi.
But he is stuck. He is very, very much stuck. He has been called out. They know where he is. There's a gridlock on the board. Yeah, man, you hate to see it. It's very, very unfortunate for him to be stuck in that position with nothing he can do. And we are going to head into the half with a 3-3 split between the teams. And we've talked about this for a while. In a best of 5, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And both teams aren't starting off too aggressively. They're starting off kind of feeling each other out, seeing where they've gone, seeing where they're going. They've played each other on this very same map in a finals before. It's going to take a lot more than a couple of round wins with the shotguns or a couple of solid roam clears to take home the Summer Cup.
Something we haven't seen on the board yet. Both Capitao and Montang are going to be brought onto the attack of Home Shot and the Choir Boys. I'm liking this setup on defense. Mozzie being switched out there to a Mira that's going to be Check 6 Jello. And I got to say, I don't know about your opinion, but personally, I love that new Legion Elite skin. That's got to be one of my favorite Elite skins.
I do too. And I love the Smoke Elite. The Smoke Elite is going to be great. I might buy it day one when it comes out. It's going to be fantastic. The Legion Elite is very, very good as well. I like kind of the futuristic kind of sci-fi-ish. We are going to see a Mira for the first time on our defenses. It is on the board. It will be brought by Check 6 it's their first defensive round.
Now, just in case you are watching Ubisoft, if you'd like a little bit of sponsorship and to show a little bit of love to some fellow casters, you know, that Elite skin, if you want to throw it our way, we wouldn't say no.
Look, man,
I'm speaking for me personally, but
look, you might as well speak for me too. Look, if you wanna go ahead and credit my Uplay account with that Legion Elite, I wouldn't hate it. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Right.
If you just slide in the DMs a little bit. We are going to see some very early damage as that Capta is going to be knocked down to 50%. Was that a spawn peak coming out?
That was an attempted spawn peak by Check 6 Loki playing up in admin, which a little surprised he did that. It's very risky, especially now that we are in the finals. This is going to be a very high level of play here. But I mean, it worked. He got the damage down to Capitao, is going to be dropping into main lobby here. And as pings go out, he might get the shot out.
That's a huge operator to have some damage on. If you can if they can kill this Capitao right off the bat, very early in the round, that's going to be a huge dent in the Home Shot and the Choir Boys armor. Because he is so very strong, especially in this meta, especially with the new scope called Scope on his light machine gun with 100 freaking rounds that barely has any recoil at all. He has the firebolts, he has the smokes, he has either flashes or a claymore. That's a lot of utility you can knock off the board very, very quickly. Arguably, the only stronger pick they could have is if they pick the Hibana or the Monte. Now, obviously, Hibana is their hard breacher. That's going to be a big... You kill someone's hard breacher, that's a big pick regardless. And if you kill a Monte, you kill a Monte. Like, that's huge, obviously. But still, killing that Capitao would have been a huge win for Check 6 right off the board on their first defensive.
Seems Natsu's going to be opening up that wall for Queens, but he is going to be getting hit with quite a bit of damage. Legion's going out, backing up into the smoke here. If he isn't careful, he is going to be taken down. Only 25 health left. An impact grenade will be the one to do it. However, Loki is going to be the one to get that first frag. And yes, possibly another, as he does take down Cold. Serbian, however, being refragged by Natsu.
Some impact grenade.
4v3.
Impact grenades being thrown at the Montaigne. You're going to need more than the Pokeball. You're going to need an Ultra Ball at least. Come on, man. I'm so
Ash
sorry
making
for
his
that
way
one.
upstairs.
I'm so sorry.
I wasn't
going to
say anything.
I'm so sorry. I had to make it.
Now, Matt, be careful here. Smoke shot, he might be the thing to take him down, but doesn't. Does get a lot of damage, however. Niccolo getting taken out as he pushes up in the window. Loki, however, is going to be trying to come up for that frag, and instead goes out for the run out, and as well for the C4 from down below. Quince is going to be the last one alive, and Yoshi with that shot onto Quince, only 25 health and a dream, not enough to be the one to stop him. as Yoshi on Check 6 is going to, for the first time, put Check 6 in the lead by 1 round.
And Loki, such an effective roamer on that Jaeger. We talked about his prowess in the roam game before, about how he just harasses so many people, goes for so many aggressive plays. If he's alive, you can never really be sure that your flank is clear. And right there, he got the picks that he needed for his team to win the round. Excellent, a absolute clinic being put on by Loki in the roam game on the Jaeger. Well,
I mean,
played
the score, the score already says it itself. 10-4. This man's a fragger. He is an Ash Jaeger main, and as long as he's alive and knows what he's doing, which clearly he does, he's a threat. He's something to be feared. If they don't start running some sort of Jackal, Lion, some sort of Dokkaebi, anything to try to get Loki to figure out where he is, on top of having to win the gunfights on top of that, he's just going to keep putting in damage. He's going to keep doing his job the way he does it best.
And I think you hit the nail on the head there. I'm very, very surprised that Homeshot and the Power Boys have not started to run the Jackal, that they have not started to run the Lion or the Dokkaebi. Any of those would be so beneficial in forcing Loki back to site and getting some of that roam presence off of their backs. But so far, just hasn't been the case. They've been opting for the Montane push. Now, hindsight is 2020, and it didn't work out that time. Might work out this time, but still, if it was us, we'd do it a little bit differently. But they have a reason for what they're doing for sure.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Ooh, I like that new smoke skin.
Is that a new one?
One of the newer ones I've seen, yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's awesome. I still can't wait for Smoke Elite. Smoke Elite is going to be very, very good. I feel like it's going to be really popular.
Looks like the bandit tricks are going to be going out here. Does get pinged, so they do know where he's at. They're not going to be, hopefully not going to be wasting.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers recovered the bomb.
The big battle is going to be between this Hibana and this bandit on the garage wall. If Check 6 can keep that garage wall clear of Hibana breaches, if they can trick away all the pellets or make Homeshot and the Power Boys just waste enough utility, they're just going to win the round outright on utility alone. They have a Elysian on the board, they have a bandit on the board, they have a smoke on the board. That's just so many like throwables and traps and ways for Homeshot and the Power Boys to be slowed down or the plant to be denied. It's going to be huge, and we do see the bandit take a little bit of damage off of that repel. Strong play coming out. We'll see how this round comes out. We are nearing the halfway point. That's a disgusting angle. Jeez. It does look like that garage wall is going to be breached and being win for Homeshot and the Power Boys. We'll see how they use this advantage in their favor, or whether Check 6 can bring the round back in a disadvantage.
Loki is playing upstairs, probably going to go for the spawn peek here. Is not going to see any heads.
Bomb located.
Yeah, and he's just going to be sitting there again, playing extremely aggressive the way he does best. Going for some spawn peeks before making his way back down to yellow stairs, as Jello does get the first frag. It's going to be their Thatcher gone. Does see one and will take him down. Loki getting down cold. And that's going to be another. Now it's going to be a 3v5. Again, a little bit of a disadvantage here as Check 6 is on their strength on defense. Natsu trying to get this pick off onto the smoke.
We talked about it earlier. This is such an aggressive defensive team. If you have to win your defenses against them, they are so good on attack. They have taken attack first in every single game. Every single game in this best of 5, Check 6 will start on attack. And right here, you're seeing why. Because if they can peel off just 1 or 2 on you, they're going to get you on their defenses. A nice shot coming out from that Hibana. Just absolutely putting the bandit in the dirt. And it's still not completely and totally out of reach. But man, with 15 seconds left, it's not looking good for Homeshot and the Power Boys.
Natsu is going to be the one to take down Loki, but Niccolo gets taken out, and right behind him, Niccolo for the second pistol shot off on the Natsu, cleaning up yet another round, as now it's going to be a 5-3. And they're just getting that much closer to the first map.
And again, we talked about it earlier. Homeshot and the Power Boys have to bring a Lion or a Jackal or something. They have to get this roam clear. So many times they have just been pinched and picked at by Loki, who is... It's death by 1,000 paper cuts. And unless they do something to stop the bleeding, it's going to end up in a map 1 loss for them.
They are going to be bringing Jackal this time onto the board. Hopefully that is enough to take out something onto Loki. Again, though, it's not just about finding out where he is. You can find out where he is, no problem. It's about winning those gunfights. Loki, he's enough said, like, not even having to say anything. He's a great fragger. This man wins his gunfights. He knows how and when to take the shots that he needs to take. And as you can see from the scoreboard here, he's 11-5. That's just, it shows.
And even
he
when
top-fragged his ass, he's top-fragging his Jaeger.
Even when he dies, you have to kind of feel like strategically, and don't take this the wrong way, Loki, if you're listening, or anyone listening to this cast, Loki is a little bit expendable. He is on the Ashe and Jaeger, and he is meant to go in to take those aggressive fights. If he gets a kill, he gets a kill. If he doesn't, well, the defense still has something set up. They still aren't going to play any differently now that Loki's gone. It's almost like he is just kind of freelancing out. Not necessarily that he's not like a part of the team, or that he isn't like making calls, or that he isn't contributing to droning, or that he isn't contributing on the information side, but you can see that he is so unbelievably aggressive, and if he dies, Check 6 still has a plan. They have a plan without him. They are still going to get that dive onto them.
Drone activated.
Their plan is still Nicolo, Serbian, Jello, and everyone else on Check 6 to take up his place. And again, right there with the spawn peak from Jello, and again, that's going to put them at a disadvantage. And we can't talk about Loki without talking about Nicolo. Nicolo having an amazing game so far. Even though he isn't top frag per se, following behind a support character with 7 frags, he's following behind quite nicely.
And honestly, it's just been a great game all around for Check 6. Homeshot and the Choir Boys really shown, or they shine on their defense. So far, we haven't seen a lot from them on the attacks. We will see a trade. That is the Rook off the board. Not a huge pick, but still, having one of those operators off the board is going to be massive. Nicolo may have been missed on that drone. He may be able to hold this angle and get this kill on the gridlock for free.
Not really playing too aggressive here, holding and waiting for them to push him. Again, that's a smart play to do on defense as they push their way upstairs. Nicolo going to be pushing his way slowly up towards Spiral. But do they realize Serbian is still up playing in console?
I believe that they do. I think he got droned out, and I think they're making a push to take him out. As we do see Nicolo take down the gridlock eventually. That's another operator off the board. With the Capital and the gridlock off the board, that's all of your smoke grenades. Oh, well, never mind. There is a Jackal. So Jackal does have smokes as well, but still, that's only 2. That's a lot of utility off the board.
Pin going out, Serbian letting his team know exactly where they were at. As he whopping headshots, eye cold!
Serbian!
What a play!
Just put him in the dumpster! What a shot!
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Serbian
Try to go for another, but
Serbian through the wall. What a play! What a play! And it Check 6 just in complete control of this defensive half as we are on match point here on round 1.
can we just take a second?
Serbian,
if you're watching this, which I know you are,
I'm basking in it. Bow down.
That was beautiful.
Bow down.
That was
Bow
a
down,
beautiful shot. I don't know if
What
it
a
was the
play.
call out. I don't know if it was the sound. I don't know if you just had a hunch after seeing Nomad take that, getting that gizmo off onto Yellow. But man,
if I get
shot.
killed like that,
Good job,
I'm
man.
leaving. If I get killed like that, I'm out. See ya. I'm done.
He
This
said,
isn't the stack. I'm out.
done.
Nice
Goodbye
play,
to
sir.
you. Goodbye. I am done. Looks like we are going to have a little bit of switch, though. Serbia not playing the ACOG instead is going to be playing Mute to stop some of these drones from going out. And with how they've been droning out lately, that's not a bad choice.
Definitely not. And
But yeah,
you know me, Max. I'm a big Mute fan. I like what he brings to the table. I like the utility that he forces out. He forces people to use Thatchers. He stops drones. He forces people to have to like face check a lot of things. It's a good strategical operator to play.
Attackers have located a bomb.
a lot of clearing out under there in that office. Seems like they might be trying to do, I guess, laying down below there. Something I haven't really seen if it does get pulled off.
5 seconds left.
It'd be pretty nutty.
It
Looks like
would
Yoshi's
be,
gonna be the one switching off. Oh, continue.
it would be a very, very nice play to pull off as we could be heading into our final round. Check 6 with a little bit of a lackluster start to this game. Just completely and totally turning it around off the backs of some aggressive roaming and just excellent team play and flanks coming out from their roamers, which are like, and I believe Nicolo. And if Homeshot and the Choir Boys are going to turn this around, they are going to need to get better control of their flanks. And I'm assuming that's why they are bringing the Gridlock. Gridlock is so good on the flanks. But honestly, you really can't push into the site until you kill the roamers. And playing more aggressively on these roamers in the future, in my opinion, is going to be how they have to win the game.
Ooh, and Serbian already with a C4 on what I believe was the window on the consulate. With a refrag coming from Quanks, that's going to be a one-tap off on the Yoshi. Ooh. And he is going to see Serbian, but does not seem to be able to connect enough of the shots to be able to take too much damage. It seems they're going to both be sitting even at 75-75. Quanks, however, is going to get that headshot off onto Jello, and that's going to be another pick.
The Ashen Bathroom
keep it up.
Causing so much damage and so many problems for Check 6 right now. They just can't seem to dig him out of there.
Flanks being held as Kappen is going to get one, but does get refragged by Loki. However, he is going to take down Serbian. Quank still playing in this bathroom right now. Shots do go out as Quanks does get another.
That murder hole has been so good for Homeshot and the Choir Boys this round, as it does appear like they have solved a couple of their problems, and there it is. Homeshot and the Choir Boys taking their first attack round on match point. Good for them to be able to turn it around. It's a long road ahead. It's a long road ahead to be able to come back in this map, but if they can roam clear effectively, they have more than a chance. Their problems on this map so far have come from roam clear and, honestly, probably a little bit of unlucky timing, probably a little bit better usage of like game sense by Check 6, but it's still winnable. They're not out of this by any stretch of the means.
No, but if they do want to make a comeback here, again, yeah, like you said, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy coming back. And even if they do, they're not only going to have to come back from this just to stop them from taking it to a 7-4 here, they're also going to have to try to take them plus 2 rounds into the overtime. This is infinite overtime and win by 2.
Definitely. They cannot make a mistake. Homeshot and the Choir Boys are not in the area of the game where you can make a mistake and still win the game. We will see the Clash 6 pick off of onto the Vigil. A smarter play, even though Clash kind of does replace a reinforcement in a way. If that makes any sense. If your wall gets breached, you can just kind of step up in there and just be like, hey, no, you're not coming in. You can throw a couple grenades over me, but you're not getting in. She's gonna zap you a little bit. And she takes up so much of that space, and she can be so strong on stair play. But even so, I think it's the right move to 6 pick off the Vigil. Onto the Vigil, not off of the Vigil. Vigil is one of those operators. We talked about it before. I've made this joke a billion times. He's Schrodinger's operator. He both is there and he isn't. When you know a Vigil is in play, you have to drone out everything, and sometimes he's not going to show up on those drones, so because that's his ability. You have to face check a little bit into the Vigil, and it seems like more of Check 6 playing into their strengths, which has been the aggressive roam gameplay. We are going to see a Jackal coming out. Maybe the Vigil will hop out of admin and take him out. But if that Jackal goes off the board early, it might just be quiet for Homeshot and the Choir Boys. I do like the choice to bring a Maverick, even though he is on extremely low HP right now, taking a lot of damage through the murder holes that he's making. I don't know. I think that is a very, very strong play, and I think that's where they have to win. They have to win through the roam clear, and they have to make the murder holes in the garage and win their gunfights through those. Both of which are very difficult prospects, but with a thermite off the board, that's kind of what you have to do onto this basement.
What I do like here is the amount of time being wasted by not only Yoshi, but also, I believe, yes, Loki playing upstairs, as they just hold their angles. They just hold their time, holding down admin, as both Cold, Dom, and actually Cap'n has to make their way up top to try to take them out. Natsu is going to get one, but he's going to get two. Doesn't realize he just ran past Loki and Kitchen. Loki, if he does get a little aggressive here, and it looks like he might be able to get one, if not two.
And Loki lurking at the same spot Homeshot did in round one when he had his clutch, and he takes down the diffuser. A great play coming out from Loki as he continues to just confound, baffle, and wound this team.
Getting that pick off is going to be their hard breacher, so again, that's going to be off of the board. Surprised she was up there instead of trying to, I guess, get open the garage wall. Now they're going to have to rely strictly on this Maverick to open up this garage.
And it's going to be very, very tough. It's going to have to be a backside cafeteria take. They have to rotate down there. There's no way that Maverick's getting that garage wall open in that amount of time without getting shot. I'm sorry. It's going to be very, very difficult. And it looks like he's just going to be playing for murder holes. We are entering the last 30 seconds of the round. There's a home shot on the Choir Boys. They've got to make something happen. They're going to make something happen quick. And that, my friends, is not making something happening. It's not looking good.
15 seconds to go. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Oh my goodness, and they are just taking them out one by one. And I can't even keep up as Loki's going to get that final kill off on it Cold. And again, they just wasted so much time upstairs. And in those final last bit of seconds, there just wasn't enough time, as Check 6 is going to take the first map.
Well played by both teams. Check 6 roamed a little bit better, and they roam cleared a little bit better. That is the story of Consulate. That's it. Period. End of story. Well played. Well played. Especially by Loki, who did so much damage on those roams. Especially that last round when it felt like Homeshot and the Choir Boys thought they had gotten all the roamers out of the second floor, and then he just late flanked and then kind of ran away down Vista Stairs. That's all he needed. He got the kill, he dropped the diffuser, he dropped the bomb, and it was like, alright, I got my pick. I'm going back to site, and we're just going to win the game. Well played by Check 6, as they are looking to take our second map of the day onto Clubhouse. Now, for Homeshot and the Choir Boys, not over by a long shot. This is a team that has been here before. A lot of these players, Dom, Homeshot, they've been in these grand final situations before. They know how to play this. They're very clearly good players, otherwise they wouldn't be in this situation to begin with. We'll see how they try to turn it around strategically on Clubhouse, which is just a collective favorite. I think about 50% of the games that we cast, Mex, are on Clubhouse. At the very least, 50%.
Oh, I love it. It used to be 100% Border in Oregon. Clubhouse, I have no problem casting.
More like
Clubhouse.
More like Boregan. I'm
Are you
sorry
done?
for that one.
Are you
no,
done?
I'm never done.
I apologize on his behalf.
How long
to
have you known me?
All of Collective.
I'm never done.
Long.
I will never
Too
stop.
long.
I will never log off.
Oh man, a whole month. I know you guys
A
have
whole
missed us. A whole month we haven't casted. I know you guys have missed us. But as we do get on the clubhouse here, for those of you who do not know, part of God Tier, which is going to be one of their top fraggers and old IGLs, Cap'n, aka Slacks, aka Connor, he is actually pretty well known for going off on this map. A lot of NH has trained for this map, so I want to see what they're going to bring to the table. Usually when they come here on both attack and defense, they just seem better coordinated. They seem to win their gunshots more, and hopefully, if I say this without going, stepping a little bit over the line, they seem to have a better percentage winning this than, winning most of the other maps they play. So let's see if that's going to be the same thing here today.
I'm excited for that. I really like that history, and I like how God Tier plays this map. I'm also excited for the patented check 6 bar stock clash hold that we have seen from them so many times that just rinses people. Viewers, right now, if you see check 6 going to bar stock, it is not them disrespecting anyone. It is not them calling anyone out. It is a site that they play. It is strategically viable for them, and they win it according to them. The last time we talked to them about this map, about that site on this map, they win it in like 95% of the time. They are a very, very good bar stock team.
Pulse. Well, that's got
Why
to
not?
be a... they are still going to have that Valkyrie for dirt and for kitchen, but that Pulse... it's going to be... Personally, I love Pulse. I love Pulse in every map and every situation. So taking him off, that is going to be a lot of help. They're not going to have to worry about that, trying to go for the plant upstairs in CCTV, or not down when they're, trying to open up the hatches in kitchen or in bar. They're not going to have to worry about him anywhere, really. And so taking that off, I feel, is a good pick. However, both of the plant denials as well as intel operators are going to be on the board still. So glad to see that Jello is going to be bringing the IQ, seeing that the Echo is still going to be in play, but Echo's going to be taken out for Cade.
I like it. If we're going to the church arsenal room, I like Cade. And honestly, if the Thatcher is going to be banned, if you are going to ban Thatcher, I don't understand why anyone wouldn't just auto ban Cade. With Bandit batteries are really predictable in where they can be placed. The Cade Artilla Electroclaw can be anywhere. It can be on the floor. It can be on the ceiling, just barely reaching both of the reinforcements. It can be on the reinforcements themselves. It's so hard to find, and especially with Cade's ability to electrify the hatches and how hard the Electroclaws are to peel off of those hatches. I don't know why you wouldn't just ban him out of this map. Any map where the sites are protected by hatches a ton, especially on the clubhouse, and especially because Cade can Electroclaw off of all of dirt that we're looking at right now. I don't know why you wouldn't just ban him immediately. Just get him off the board. He is such an annoyance to deal with, especially when you don't have a catcher.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult for Check 6 to be able to take this on, as with both Bandit and Cade on the board, I don't know how they're going to get into sight here other than just walking through the doors. Jello, however, is going to get that first frag on...
Where did he die? Where did the visual... Was that a lucky shot, or did he go for a
he was on the stairs.
Oh.
Nope, he was on the stairs and just got picked off from the door by Jello, yeah.
What a shot
just
from
bad
Jello.
timing.
Nice
Just
play.
seemed to be bad timing. Yeah.
You know what they say. You hate to see it. It really do be like that sometimes. All of the above. Just a lead for Check 6 coming in, as we are going to see a lot of their roam presence go off the board, as it does look like they are making the play onto that kitchen hatch. And Jello again, a double kill. Jello has absolutely exploded on the clubhouse. 2 kills in the first minute of the round.
And I was saying about how I didn't know how they were going to get into sight. From what it's looking like here, they don't need to get into sight. They're getting the frags off perfectly fine, just sitting where they are.
Who needs to plant the bomb when you can shoot a gun and just kill people?
Exactly.
What? The bomb? What is this? This is Call of Duty, man. We're just running around and fragging people. Not really. The objective,
however,
of course,
is still.
That's a joke. That's a joke. Please don't. Quiet down, Jack.
Listen,
Quiet down. It's a joke.
you're gonna get us sued. Okay, we're gonna get fired because of you.
Jackson, come in here. Diamondback, you are done with casting forever. He's gonna come in with the like God voice. We are gonna see another flurry of kills, as it does look like Loki is gonna get a double kill, as they do have the arsenal room. The plant is going down, and this poor Jaeger just sitting there at the bottom of red is gonna be in such a tough situation. A little bit of pre-fire coming out. He does get a frag, a nice shot coming out, but he's still in a non-advantageous situation. A fourth of the time on the diffuser has been burned off. He has got to go if he's gonna make this play. He is on so low health, and it is not looking good. Another great kill. A nice shot. This is doable for him if he can pick off just a couple more, but the time, tick, 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 tick. The clock is going down, as he does look like he is going to die eventually. A great play to get those 2 kills, but man, it's hard not to get... Oh, what? Serbian...
That's wall bang too. We're about to get a whole wall bang clip to put up on the YouTube.
Serbian's
the one you can't watch.
Serbian's highlight montage. Just Serbian wall bangs. Play the Skrillex Bangarang song. Get some FaZe Clan spinning logos. Let's get it, dude.
Looks like Quakes did wait a little bit too long there on that flank at the end, but he did get 2 pretty nice headshots. So I will get the collective KD stands.
They were nice shots. I will say this about Quains. Those were great shots that he pulled out. And maybe if he had a little bit more time and he wasn't forced to rush for the diffuser, it might have ended up different. And honestly, Homeshot and the Choir Boys were down from the beginning of the round when Jello just absolutely blasted the Vigil. So we'll see how they choose to play. I believe this is CCTV Cash, and they can turn this around. This isn't like out of reach yet, and we apologize for making it seem like that. That round was just so dominant from Check 6. But Homeshots and the Choir Boys can absolutely turn this around.
I like the Clash play. Haven't seen it yet so far, and with love Maverick.
Honestly, Clash, Maverick and Clash are must bans for me on this map. Especially if you're looking at attacking this top floor. Because she can hold down rafters, she can hold down that balcony out there. She can do whatever you need her to do on this map. She is so unbelievably strong on clutches.
Not to mention, there's not really going to be much of a threat coming from that half wall. Not sure how they'd be able to get that open. Even if they were able to go to the window, if he places his K down right in a place where they can't see it, the only way they're going to be able to get in there and get that off the wall is to just shoot it from garage or shoot it from stairs.
Yep. They have. So, it's a little bit more of a, not more of a technical defense, but it is a like technical, strategical defense coming out, as opposed to running Vigil and Jaeger and just playing frag. Not playing for frags. That's the wrong terminology. Ooh, could Loki maybe get this Cade off the wall from underneath? That would be a massive play if he could Ash charge and force people off and get the Cade off the board. As it does look like Homeshot and the Carboys are going to take an early frag. Loki attempting to trade out will get the pistol headshot. He is going to be just checking for others, as he will have to reload that all-powerful R4C, as we have seen a couple trades off the board. That's the Valkyrie gone.
And Loki's just back at it, trucking his way into sight here. Well, at least down below it.
Backing
it's
off,
going to be now to a...
Moving to the balcony. It's balcony time for him.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
It is now going to be a 4v4. Niccolo trying to drone out the rest of the site. And again, it seems like... Oh, that fell down. It seems like they're going to have a hard time getting into sight. It seems like they're not really going to be able to get in there. As long as they hold their angles and play out time right, they should be able to do fine here.
And again, it's tough to get those Cades off the wall without a Thatcher. It's tough to push this site into a clash. As long as the clash is alive, and as long as the Cade puts down the Electro Claws, and as long as there's legions all over the place, how do you take this? How do you take this efficiently? You bring the IQ and you try to shoot it off from range while your IQ's dead. So what do you do?
Electro Claw didn't seem to go out exactly where it needed to be, as they are starting to do a construction push here. And that's going to be Quinks getting the kill off onto Yoshi. Gridlock's going down. He's possibly trying to go for the plant. Not really quite sure. He's just rushed in sight. And Quinks is going to get another. Niccolo pushes in behind. Tries to get him with the super shotty. Does miss a couple of the shots, though.
And Quinks has just been an absolute problem.
Oh my
as
God,
he takes
and
out another. What a shot onto that balcony. He goes to the 4K, dies to the super shorty of Niccolo, who can't confirm the kill. And he's taken out by the Cade. But what a play from Quinks to take out 3 and nearly get 4 onto Niccolo. That Jaeger has been an absolute problem for Czech 6 so far. He's stacked up 5 kills, nearly got himself a 6th. We're only starting round 3.
3-piece and a biscuit. Quinks was beautiful on those last couple of kills. If only he would have aimed when entering back into sight, probably would have taken down Niccolo, but still didn't lose his life. Again, that clash. That's why you ban Clash. I hate Clash. I hate going against her, especially in higher ranks.
Loathe playing a good Clash. A good Clash is by Legion is annoying, sure. Echo is tough to deal with, sure. A good Clash player is a problem. That's perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
We're all good on the technical side of things. A good Clash player though is absolutely just. It's more than annoying. It's a feeling worse than annoyance. It is just anger. It is pure, unbridled, just hatred of a good Clash player. They are so annoying to deal with, and they do so much so well. They can push you out of sight. They replace reinforcements. They can they hold you outside of the objective so unbelievably well, and especially on Clubhouse, where you can have a Clash hold dirt and just lock out dirt or lock out oil pit or something, and then on the upstairs sites where you can lock out the balcony and you can lock out the stairs. It's just so hard to deal with. I have to say it again. This is a defender-sided bans on this map. With the Cade still being in play and the Clash still being in play, it's going to be really, really tough for anyone to win their offensive rounds without some really early kills.
And again, with the amount of frags that Coin is putting out onto the board, it seems like Loki has finally found his match, fragging potential-wise, that is, as it seems like both Jello and Yoshi are going to be pushing their way off into blue. Claymores do go out for the flank. And here they are. They're going to be pushing their way down. Legion's starting to get taken out, so they aren't going to have to worry about that. Does see the camera. But however, is there anyone upstairs they need to worry about?
We're about to find out, because the Clubhouse upstairs roam is so devastating. If your Jaeger is up there and he is uncontested, he can just walk down the stairs in the last minute of the map and kill absolutely everyone.
Seems like not, though, as they are going to be having a complete downstairs hold.
And again, you don't have to do that. It's not necessarily a mistake, I would say. You can do whatever you want, really. There's so many ways. This is why people love this map. There are so many ways to attack the site. I mean, not really where there's a clash involved. But theoretically, there are so many ways to take the bombs. There's so many ways to play attack. There's so many ways to play defense. It's just a good map with a wide variety of strategies.
Jello already pushing his way down blue stairs here, trying to get into this hallway. And again, he does get a couple shots off, it seems. He does get a few off into church onto, was it? No, I believe it was Quinks. Yes, was Quinks from those side stairs there. As Loki is going to be the first one to finally get a frag with only 30 seconds left. Serbian and Loki now making their way from dirt onto site. Quinks is going to be the one to get down one off on a Niccolo. With only 13 seconds left, they have to try to push their way onto site.
10 seconds to go.
Captain does get one on the Serbian.
5 seconds to go.
Quinks gets yet another, and oh my goodness, in a matter of seconds, Yoshi's going to be the last one alive with not enough time to plan it. Natsu's already right there on him, and again, taking yet another round for home shot in the Choir Boys.
That is the third round in a row that Quanks has had 2 or more kills. The third round in a row. Someone stop this man. Stop him. Get him out. Kill him. Get him out of here. Throw some grenades at him. Do something. If while he lives, home shot and the Choir Boys have a chance on this map. And I really see what you're saying by the old members of God's here having an impressive clubhouse reputation. They are playing so well. And again, defender sided bans, regardless, they are playing so well on this defense. As we are going to see them head back upstairs, I believe, as all of their arsenal church has been exhausted. Does look like they're heading onto gym bedroom. And the Maverick finally being blocked out from check 6. And I believe this is the play. You kind of have to play clubhouse, in my opinion, like you play bank. In bank, you bring all of the hard breachers. You bring every single hard breacher that you can if it's not bank. You have to play this one like bank. You have to bring the Maverick. You have to bring the Flying. You have to bring the Thermite. There are simply too many important walls to be breached.
5 seconds left before insertion.
And it seems like they're going to be banning off the half wall on the CCTV for hopefully somebody over there. Either that or just to slow down the attackers that much more and to force them with another situation of 30 seconds left on the clock. However, there are going to be frag grenades now.
It might just be a little annoying. I like the Maverick. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Maverick, and even like when you're not using his torch, I'm a fan of Maverick as an M. The M4 is so good, and he's a 3-speed operator. He has stun grenades. He's just a good operator all around. I like that Check 6 is bringing him. I like that this is the play that they have decided to go to.
Jello with the first frag off onto Quinks, and that's going to be their top frag gone right there off of the board. That was a crucial pick this early in the round as Jello gets yet another pick off onto Cap'n, and that's both their top frags. Home shot and the Choir Boys, both their top frags gone. Now it's going to be all up to Cold Dasu to hold this off.
And what a play from Jello. What a play. And he's going to get another. Can Jello bring this ace from the window? He's going to go in. He does the twitch. He does the F2. Some shots went out. He will not get the ace, but the damage is already done. You're in a 4v2. If you get 3 kills, you can just swing into whatever window you want and send it. You've done your job.
3 kills for your 1 life. I say that's definitely a fair trade here. As Natsu is going to be holding down Bathroom. And it looks like Dom's going to be making his way over to construction. Very, very risky going off to the other side of the site. As now he's going to have to try to make his way back around. A minute left and only 1 person left on site. This is extremely risky by Dom.
This is a monstrous flank. If he pulls this off, it could be devastating. But if your anchor dies, it's just all over. And it might be all over anyways. He might not have the time. If the Legion can stall for enough, he can make it back up those brick stairs, he'll be in such a good position. And it might actually be working in Home Shot and Choir Boys' favor. As there are so many casts, he does get the frag, but he will get traded out. a solid attempt, and I think it was the right play, but man, it was just too little, too late. And Jello from the window, just giving his team the early three-man advantage, just too much for Home Shot and the Choir Boys to overcome.
Oh, the drop shot there at the end. Something I see.
I haven't seen that in a
someone
while.
I play ranked with. I
haven't seen it in a
but
while.
from one person. He knows that I'm talking about him, but it's one person in particular.
We don't
that
subtweet on this cast.
Well,
Name him.
We
Name
can't put
them.
out a blast.
Name
All right, you guys
them.
have probably heard from him. It's
Name
the
him.
one and only Malik from Team Maiden. That man drops shots more than anyone I have ever seen. It's weird if he doesn't drop shot a game.
Malik, did you drop shot? No. Is something wrong? Are you sick?
Well,
you dying over
what
here?
it'll be like a 1v4. I'll hear and they'll be like, "What the hell?" And then in the kill feed, it'll say Malik headshot so and so, and I'll be like, "Oh, did you drop shot him?" I'll be like, "Yeah."
Just the kill cam. It looks like he's doing the worm on the floor.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Malik. I'm sorry.
Sorry to call you out, Malik, but it was pretty funny.
That's not a call out. We're just having some fun with it.
Attackers have located a bomb.
All right, and it seems like the Clash is going to be brought back onto the board. Even 2-2 for this defensive again, looking a lot like Consulate. I'm going to say it here the same way I said on Consulate. They're going to have to get a little bit of an advantage here in these next 2 rounds. Holding off.
5 seconds remaining.
I guess holding off these defensive rounds. If they don't get this advantage before they switch off onto attack, it's going to be a little harder to win this game.
Completely agree. Completely and totally agree. In a very to take this back to a serious cast, it is not good. They've won. Excuse me. Sorry, my words are very hard. Czech 6 have already won 2 rounds. In my opinion, they've already won this half by winning their 2 rounds. Any rounds that they get here next are just going to be icing on the cake. They have done what they needed to do to win the game. Now they're going to go to the defender-sided map after 2 of these rounds, and they might just take it outright. If anything that they get from here on out is just going to help them win it quicker. Home Shot and the Choir Boys, these next 2 rounds, they are must win with the way that Pick and Ban turned out.
Ooh, and if the grenade would have just went over into that other left hole, it would have gotten, I believe, the Cade. Yeah, would have gotten Cap'n upstairs. Quank's just sitting here holding down sight, as again, it looks like all except for Dom are going to be sitting upstairs on site.
And
Dom's holding down in kitchen with a shotty.
Okay, Dom might be Collective's most prolific shotgun player. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. Dom might be one of the Collective's best shotgun players. He plays the Ella FO12 really well. He very clearly plays his Valkyrie Spaz 12 very well. He is going to get cleared out right there, but that's a minute and a half off, and he still has those Valkyrie cams up. He did his job. He didn't get a kill. He got some damage off, but he made the attackers waste so much time trying to clear him out. He is one of the Collective's best roamers and most prolific shotgun players, in my opinion, at the very least.
Looks like Loki already pushing his way over to construction. Hopefully, the call out does go out, and Quank's doing his job again, getting that frag off onto Loki, and that's going to be the top frag for Czech 6. Now they're at an even 4-4. But however, with Loki being off the team, being off of the board, his team's going to have to step up here. Niccolo being known for kind of shining in situations like this. Let's see if he can do the same in this round in particular. Questionable C4 thrown out in the middle there, but Cap'n took a shot and stuck with it.
15 seconds to go.
With the Clash still
Cap'n
alive,
does get
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
the Clash still alive, this is going to be so difficult. Home Shot and the Choir Boys are in firm control of this round as we are in a 2v1 scenario, and there it is. That is what happens when you don't kill the Clash. When you do not have the Clash dead, she can block off so much. and it's just such in the defender's favor, especially on these upstairs sites in Clubhouse. She can completely lock you out from one area. Check Six need to start using their grenades, maybe bring a Capitao, and to help kill that clash. She has to die. I can't say this any more forcefully than I'm saying right now. You have to kill the clash. Kill her. You cannot leave her in a post-plant or plant scenario. She's got to die. But it does look like Homeshot and the Choir Boys for the last defensive round are opting not to bring her unless they will 6-pick off of that. We are seeing Check Six potentially, they are going to stick it. They're going to 6-pick into the Montaigne. So the first time that we have seen them bring an offensive shield this game, as Homeshot and the Choir Boys did use a Montaigne on the last consulate map. First time we are seeing a Check Six shield.
Bombs.
Monty's on the board.
Monty
Surprised
is
to
alive.
have-
He is
Surprised to have not
there.
seen him earlier. I mean, shields are just so broken in this game. And until that new update, I don't know if you heard it, the next update supposedly, when a shield main, when they stab you, it gets you down instead of killing you.
Attackers
So
hear it?
until this
Can you-
update comes out, can I hear
Hear
what?
it? Can you hear it over the
cannot.
horizon?
10 seconds remaining.
It's the sound of the crab meme music with the massive word, shields
5
are
seconds
gone.
to insertion.
Just over it. Dun, 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 dun.
I feel like
Shields
just
are
for-
gone.
ju-
Drop the bomb diffuser.
Just to make
Attackers
themselves
recover the
feel
diffuser.
good, I'm sure they're probably gonna just nerf Blackbeard one more time, just for the safety of it.
Honestly, just nerf it all. Nerf every operator. Every operator should now be Ashe or Jaeger. Nerf everything.
Yeah, of course.
Everything should be Ashe or
I
Jaeger.
I actually had an idea of making Ash's hitbox even smaller.
You know what I said? I said we should give Monty frag grenades. That's my idea of a buff. I think Monty's
Yeah.
underpowered. He needs a buff.
Yeah, 100%.
Why not?
I want him to have 4 frags.
We are gonna
Just
start
one
giving. We're gonna start giving defenders claymores now. We're gonna.
I want to
We're
give
gonna.
Monty Thatcher grenades. That's
Oh my
that's even.
god! Oh no!
That's even.
That broke it. It was from this being a very funny joke into a dark place. This got dark so
Oh.
quickly. That's demonic. Oh my! This is a cursed cast now. You were speaking bad things into existence.
Getting back to the main focus here, it seems Loki is already going to be making his way over to the stairs, as well as Niccolo is going to be working his way into opening up this hatch. Again, liking the Maverick play that they're bringing in here. Hopefully they can get this hatch open and drop their way into church. Jello following up close behind him. But it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, yes, Quanks is going to be making his way upstairs for a late game flank. A minute 20 left. He can do some damage if he doesn't waste too much time on the flank.
I agree, and this is gonna have to be where Homeshot and the Choir Boys win this. They have, and again, to bring this back to the main focus, they have to win this round. They need this other defense round. They cannot go 3-3 here with the way that Bands worked out and the way that Check Six are on their defenses, especially in Clubhouse, which is such a roamer-heavy map, and Check Six known for their very, very excellent roam game. You cannot go into
Yoshi.
half 3-3. Have to win this right here.
And with Yoshi and Serbian sitting in dirt, putting on that pressure, the hatch is being watched by Loki, and I believe Blue is about to be pushed by Jello. The only thing Six really has to worry about now is this flanking Quanks, which Jello is going to be the one to take down. And that's it. Now they just have to focus on sight. Loki pushes up. And a quick headshot off on the Cap'n. With the...
Was that Jello? I thought he got the
That
wall
was
bang.
Jello.
That
I
was
thought he
Jello.
got it too, but he
But
is
Loki
going to
got
get that
another
kill off
one.
on the Natsu. And Yoshi's going to get that final pistol kill off on Nicole. Oh my, I thought he got a wall bang. Like, I thought he got the one
it
with
too.
the wall bang. I just, whoo, whoo. That
It's
was
hot.
close.
It's
What-
hot in here. Who turned up the heat?
And again, a little bit of deja vu going into 3-3 with the round, or with the defending swap here. And yeah, this is going to be the make or break. Home Shot and the Choir Boys are really going to have to try to do something on attack here. They're going to have to put in some work in order to do any real damage.
And look at this lineup that Check 6 is bringing to the table. Mute, Echo, Cade, Legion. Can you think of a more like difficult lineup to play against if you're trying to breach Church Arsenal? You're not going to be able to drone very much because there are going to be mute jammers at every single drone hole. The hatches are going to be cated off. There's going to be Legion traps everywhere. And if you make it onto the site, there's an Echo to deny your plant. That's a good 6-pick from Home Shot and the Choir Boys onto the IQ. They're going to need that to deal with the Legions and the Echoes. But still, without a Thatcher, you have to be on site or put yourself at risk to take those out. That is not a good scenario to be in. And that's why we say, even though that half ended up 3-3, you gotta feel like the half was a little bit of a loss for Home Shot and the Choir Boys. They needed more defensive rounds than what they got. Because now, with the way that pick ban worked out, it's completely in Check 6's favor. This map and the operators that they're playing on this site completely and totally favor them in every single way. Because you have Loki roaming on the Jaeger, you have all of the denial, you have the hard breach denial, and there's no way to easily clear the Thatcher. And there's just so much on the board. There's so much on the board for Check 6. And they're electing to bring it. And why not? Why would you're in the winners finals of the Summer Cup. If you have the option to bring an Echo, a Cade, a Legion, like, why would you not?
I don't know if you've noticed here, and the reason why I'm kind of sticking on Cade. Cade has on a Rolly.
Does he have
a Dabber Ranch?
He's styling, man.
He's got the Rolex.
I've
never noticed that before.
He's got the Rolex. He's got the Anton Chigurh suppressed shotgun from No Country for Old Men.
That ain't the A1 shotgun.
The A1. It is a good shotgun. I like the little
A1 because its sauce is on you. No, it's the nickname. The M59 A1 shotgun. A1 shotty for short.
The smoke mute SAS shotgun, and it can be devastating. A lot of people use it for site reconstruction. Cade using the TCSB 12. Oh, what? Oh no! A huge pick as Loki will go down. A lot of damage onto the thermite, but that's the roam clear gone. A minute and a half into the round.
Wow, Natsu very quick on the ADS. Luckily for him, he is using that angled foregrip, making it able so he was able to get that shot, and I already knew it was going to happen. Niccolo playing on them stairs extremely deadly with that A1 shotty. This is going to open a way of sight into blue, and is now going to hold down utility here, or possibly go for a flank. Nomads do alert where his position is, but no one there to really escalate on it.
There's kind of a meme around that M590 A1, the sauce. Around that shotgun, especially in like higher ranks in the pro league. The more that you believe in that shotgun, the more damage it seems to do. That thing can drop you from so far away if you just simply believe in the gun. If you lose your faith in the gun, it will lose faith in you. And then you'll just
in the sauce, they say.
You in the immortal words, do not get lost in the sauce.
Seems like Dom is going to push his way down. Even does get Echo, but will get the one kill. Niccolo getting the refrag. However, it is going to be 8-2v3. Niccolo getting another, and oh my god! Niccolo is just not letting up with this shotty. He's going to go for another and does!
Niccolo's running wild! He's going insane. He flanked all the way around upstairs and then gets the final shot on the man planting to win the round. What a play! An excellent, excellent flank from Niccolo with the sauce shotgun.
Was that a 3-piece or a 4?
It was a 4. He had that was 4. He had 4.
That was a 4K. That was a shoddy 4K. That is the definition of too much sauce, ladies and gentlemen. My God. What a play.
Didn't even need to style on him with the SMG-11. Great
No, not even
technical
once.
play from Niccolo coming out. He got his pick on the stairs, and then he rotated back up blue for the late flank. Very, very, very intelligent from him.
Coinks is going to be 6-picking off of the Monty onto that Zofia. It seems like Yoshi might be 6-picking to someone else. Yes, he will indeed be 6-picking off onto the Clash. It was so effective for Home Shot
Attackers need
and
to
the
locate
Choir
and
Boys.
defuse
Let's
the
see if
bomb.
it's going to have the same effect for Check 6.
It's hard not to think that it won't. Clash is just so strong on these upstairs holds. Like, we can talk it to death, but it won't stop being true. You gotta ban Clash on Clubhouse. You have to get her off the board. Have to. And honestly, this map is just showing us why. We've already seen how effectively Homeshot and the Choir Boys have used the Clash. Now we're about to see how effective the Check 6. She's going to deny just about everything. That little off angle from the balcony onto CCTV. She can deny the push from construction, or she can just hang out in Raptors and deny you from it. A lot of the really common ways or areas that you need to have the push in are going to be completely and totally cut off, and she can flip to any of them at the drop of a dime.
The craziest thing that I've been seeing so far in this map is just how aggressive these players have been playing, just how hardcore they've been going at it with every pick that they make. Seeing as this is a best of 5, slow and steady is what's going to win you this race. But Check 6 has to, I guess, say otherwise, is the pure aggression that they have been playing with has pretty much gotten them up 1 round so far.
Definitely.
And up 1 map as well.
And it's been entertaining. We have seen so many just absolutely unbelievable. And let's highlight what a shot. A nice little bang through the floor Maverick holes. We've seen Quainks from Homeshot and the Choir Boys absolutely go off this map. Let's see if he can bring his team back. This is Jaeger roaming was so prolific on Coastline before. Or not yet. His Ash play was very good. I forgot he was on attack for a split second.
Serbian's going to be the one to shut that down, though, as Quinks is going to be taken down by that T5 SMG. However, he will get free refragged by Dom sitting there on that window. I believe that was a wall bang. It was indeed getting banged through the wall, and now it is going to be a 3v4. Starting to look like a final comeback round for Homeshot and the Choir Boys. However, they still have to worry about this Clash. Cap'n getting yet another one. And now it's going to be all up to Niccolo and Yoshi.
You know how to deal with a Clash besides killing her? Killing all of her friends so she can't call for help, and shooting her from both sides. That'll do it, you know? That'll work out that way, and it seems like that's the option that Homeshot and the Choir Boys have taken. They're going to open the bottom of that CCTV wall.
Ooh!
Nice shot! What is this match so far? It does look like Homeshot and the Choir Boys have kind of brought this back. There is still a C4 on the board, there's still a Clash, and we're in a 2-on-2. So everything that we were about to say, just scrap it. Just throw it out the window. Who knows what's going to happen?
Niccolo getting ready for this C4 here. Ooh, might be waiting a little bit too late. Maybe not. Ooh, but does miss that C4. However, he is going to push up to the shotty. And does get the one. Niccolo again is going to try to come in for this 3-piece. And he does with the drop shot. Niccolo with this A1 shotty. Bringing it from a 2-4. And bringing it down to nothing as he just one after the other in the last little bit of...
What is happening?
Niccolo!
What is happening?
Niccolo!
What is going on?
Oh my god! Oh my lord, Niccolo showing to be just the A1 god! The star of the match! Drake in the sauce, drowning in it, in fact, when he just comes in with this shotgun, and he's about to bring it in for round 3 in a row, because this man, was that another 4-piece? Was that a 3-piece? I don't even, I lost count! This man has had a collection of at least 7 kills with this shotgun in 2 rounds. Somebody get this man some ice. He on fire. Good
Hey,
lord.
Niccolo. Your friendly casters, Mex and Diamondback, think that was a very good play.
GG. Okay,
Good play. You were very good at shooting the guns.
Yeah. Yes.
Good, a great play by Check Six and a
Attackers need to
great
locate and
retake
defuse
by
as
them
many
in the
bombs as they can.
2v4. And honestly, let's also highlight that nasty wall bang into the rafters from the Clash. Just a clinic on how to turn around that seemed very, very lost. And once again, that's the power of it. Nickel played extremely well, but that's also the power of Clash. Construction was unclear, and they were allowed to just back off and hold back. It's really, really well played. And right now, it's feeling like Check 6 are unstoppable. They are playing so well on the defensive side of the map that in order for Homeshot and the Choir Boys to take one of these home, they're going to have to win at least 4 rounds. And it seems to be that's the way that Check 6 are playing on offense as well. They're being really, really aggressive. They're attacking roamers extremely hard. They're repelling, they're going in, because they know that as long as they just win 3 rounds on their offense, they can take it home in defense. Such a well played map so far, and a well played series coming out from Check 6. We'll see how Homeshot and the Choir Boys retaliate, as this Maverick murder hole is going to be devastating. A nice pick onto the Mozzie. That is all of those pests, the Super Shorty, and either the Commando Knight or the Pentagonal off the board. Mozzie, one of my favorite, my personal favorite operators. Having him gone this early is huge, especially if he didn't have time to get all those pests down. But Check 6 will trade that back out. We're in a 4-on-4. Less than a minute into the match, we have seen so much aggression. And we talked about this being a marathon, not a sprint. This has been so much aggression for a best-of-5 series. You expect to see stuff like this come out, maybe in map 4 or 5, maybe a little bit in map 3, where people start to get a little bit impatient, where they're like, okay, let's get this going. We're not going to wait anymore. You don't expect to see kills like this happen right now.
Quanks is going to be pushing his way up the stairs, and yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. These kills are just insane. It looks like there is going to be a little bit of dirt play by Loki, but I'm more interested to see what Nicolo's going to do. I mean, regardless, yes, they get him down. It is a 3v4, but I can't help but believe the attacking team has to be a little scared about what Nicolo's going to do with this shotty.
Nicolo on that.
Not one, but 2.
And he
gets taken down.
Let's not count him out of this
into the
yet.
bathroom wall.
The Check 6 won a 2v4 last round. We are going to see if they can pull it off again this round. Diffuser going down. The castle will push in from construction. Maybe able to take down the planter, but no. Quanks is going to get another kill, playing so well this map as well. Might be pushing for the triple. Will get taken down. 1v3 situation for Loki as he attempts to push back on the site. The diffuser is down, so it is just going to be all over. As Homeshot and the Choir Boys, they turn it around, and on Gym Bedroom, they take their first attacking round of the half.
Yeah, and that was a really good flank there by Natsu. And an even better job by Cap'n, not only getting not 1, but 2 kills with his Maverick play. 1 through that half wall, and again, 1 through that half wall into bathroom. Not only 1 into 90, but 1 into that bathroom as well. And I mean, it just worked. I'm glad he's sticking it again as they go down below into Church Arsenal. Let's see if he's going to do the same thing and, you know, get a couple more picks. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, they need to make that torch a little louder. Like a smidge louder.
There's a lot of like quality of life changes that could go in this game that would make it a little bit better. And our opinions are our opinions. That it really is like that sometimes. They do need to make it a little bit louder, but all the same.
Attackers need to locate
Maverick is still a very counterable operator because he needs so much time to do any kind of like damage to a wall, and he needs to be up close.
They are giving him a buff though, where it takes less time to pull that out.
I think they are making it louder though. I believe they are making it louder.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, I thought I
know
saw
with a
that
lot of
in the patch notes for the test server. I thought I saw it.
I know with a lot of sound glitches, and I know if you only do like a quick like puff of the torch, it's almost soundless. Like you can't,
Yeah.
you just can't hear it, and you
That's
get
just-
just enough of a hole to
10
be able to
seconds
see
left.
through where you need to see
I'll
through
just
to.
flex you and let you go.
Just imagine,
5
chat,
seconds to insertion.
for a second. You're Echo. You're setting up your drones.
Attackers are moving
You're
out
hanging
to
out.
locate a bomb.
You're having a good time. Echo takes a long time to set up. And then, all of a sudden, you're dead. Why did you die? Because you misfired? Was it because you weren't paying attention? No. It's because your roamers let a Maverick onto the site, and he killed you with a soundless torch. You hate to see that. You absolutely hate to see. It's not very fun. It's not good. And honestly, in a game where sound cues are so big, are such a massive part of the game, this torch does need to be a little bit louder. But enough about balancing changes. It does look like Homeshot and the Carboys are pushing into and attempting to take the bar hatch. Shots going down onto the cam. That cam is dead. Nice. So we are going to finally take that jukebox out, get that annoying ambient music out of here. We don't want it. We are going to see a little bit more of a slower... This is probably the slowest pace round so far. Every single other round that Check 6 has been on defense has been just like a flurry of kills coming out of the minute. If not, 2 or more people dead in the first minute, which is not something you normally see out of a very competitive ranked, very competitive Rainbow Six play. And, well, you know, there's a kill right there. Loki is just going to take advantage of not being droned out, kill onto the Maverick. That's a massive pick moving forward.
You know, Captain has to be mad there. That was just poor droning by Natsu and the rest. There was 2 drones in there, so you hate to see it. But oh my goodness, what a very quick pick by Natsu, just running in there. So he's gonna try to get a little aggressive here. Does not get the pick off, and instead will keep that down. But he's going to keep just losing health. Nicola, however, is going to get another kill. And possibly go for the third here. And he does. Loki just on a roll. Gets shot through the wall and comes up from behind by Natsu. Natsu is going to get the kill off onto him, while Nicola gets picked back up into sight.
And again, Loki...
hoping to catch someone off guard.
Loki just doing his job. He got the picks. Now it's completely and totally Check 6 in the driver's seat in this round, as it's only a Hibana and Nomad to work with. And Hibana is on so low health. You sneeze on this Hibana, she's gonna die.
Dom's gonna be the one to take down Niccolo as he makes his way in from garage. Decides to lay down, waiting, looking, hoping. As he does see the head of Serbian. Serbian just looking a little too high.
Bomb located by attackers.
Echo up top does not hit it. Now they know exactly where they are. They're in sight.
A bomb has
Shots
been
do go
located.
out.
15 seconds left.
Loki, however, with the lay down shot,
activating the
is going to get that shot off onto Dom, and now it's going to be all up to Natsu to try to hold this down. And he's got 10 health in a dream.
Attackers need to protect the diffuser. Position
Does get one down. Does see him, but looks a little too late. And Joe goes and kills off Yoshi just for the meme of it. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is going to bring them now to a 6-4 lead.
Bomb defusing attempt failed.
And it's looking very, very similar to our consulate map. It's looking very, very similar, where it seemed very, very competitive at the beginning, but with the way the bans, the picks and bans went, it was incredibly defender-sided. And Check 6 is taking advantage of being on attack first, and they know, it feels like they just know. Like, that's the strat. We're going to attack first. All we need to do is get 3 attack rounds. We win 3 attack rounds, and then we're going to go into the defensive side, and we're going to lock everything down. This is such a good defensive team, especially on the roam, that you almost can't let them have attack first.
Which is why it is smart to let them have that attack first, because, I mean, that's their plan. They're so confident in their attack that they're going to at least win those 2 rounds, that they know that once they get to defense, they're just going to take the rest home. So, definitely a smart strat by Check 6 to go attack on all of these maps first. And if they do take this, we will be taking regardless of who takes this, we will be taking a 5-minute break after this map. Since it is a best of 5, we take a 5-minute break after every 2 maps. And what is the next map?
Coastline?
Coastline, maybe?
Is it Coastline? We had
It's either coastline or border. It's either
it might be
border.
border. I think it's border. I believe it is border. Without checking, without any knowledge, just gonna throw it out there. It's border. I'm speaking it into existence. We're really Dr. Philling this cast. What a shot to the drone! Great shot by Niccolo as he waves his camera nose to the drone.
You done?
5 seconds.
Are
No.
you done?
I'm never going to be done. You keep asking me this. I'm never done.
This right here is this is the reason I haven't casted for a month. Because I have to put up with this whatever this is. Okay.
That's not true. That's not true.
not
He's
true.
lying.
Okay,
We're good friends. We really
We
do
are
like each
the
other.
bestest of friends. Except on like Tuesdays. Tuesdays are bad for me. But
Yeah,
other than
Tuesdays
that,
are
every day of
Tuesdays
the
are
week.
bad. Nobody likes Tuesdays. Have the Garfield thing. Oh, the Mondays now. Tuesdays are worse by far.
Yeah.
Just a take here. Some words of wisdom from the old men of the book.
Well, getting back to it here as Niccolo does set this up. It looks like they are going to be getting that half wall open. Oh, jeez. There we go. They are going to give me that half wall open on the HTCB. Serbian still holding down Garage. As a drone does try to go out to get him.
Serbian on this garage hold is going to be so crucial for these attackers to burn out. He does have the castle, he's the mute, and he is on Legion, so he has a lot of utility to hold this. And he's going to beam that man through the Maverick hole on the garage door. A nice play coming out from Serbian, who has more than paid for, who has absolutely just completely and totally won this by now by getting the pick onto that Maverick. It's going to be really, really difficult for the attacker to move forward. Another pick coming through, and Serbian, again, or no, Jello, I believe, is going to get 2. Just incredible play coming out from Check 6, who are looking like they're going to close this one out.
Oh my goodness, and Loki is going to get that kill off on the Quinks, and now it's going to be all up to Natsu in a 1v5 on match point. Run out, go out. Dom with the Claymore does get Loki from beyond the grave.
Nice little stat padding kill there, but man, it is looking like it is just over for Natsu. There is not a lot you can do to push into this. The Legion is still alive. The Mute's still alive with the shotgun on all of these players. There's just so much utility to deal with. The castle does go down, but man, it's just looking like it's stat padding time.
One v 3. If they keep throwing their bodies at him like this, he actually might be able to clutch this.
Yeah, Natsu can potentially pull this off if they keep on challenging him one by one. But now that it's in a 1v3, you got to think that it's just going to be a double push. And wow, Natsu has made it a 1v2. With 15 seconds left, he's pushing on the side. If he has a diffuser, this is completely and totally winnable. But not that winnable, as he is going to get beamed, and that is the map of Check 6 as they take a 2-0 lead in this best of 5, up 7-4.
Right there, and that, man, very unfortunate. That's going to be 2 maps out of the 5 already taken. Check 6 only has to win 1 more map to take this championship, to not only have Season 1 under their belt, but to take this and reclaim the title of the Summer Cup as well. Check 6, if you're listening, don't ever go up against me, man. I would lose. It's a fact. It's a fact.
We're gonna
right.
take. We're gonna take a little bit of time here to
Yes.
ask you. We're gonna take a little bit of a break, but also listen to the podcast. We're gonna have a new episode of Behind the Call Out coming out very soon. I like the podcast. Everyone likes the podcast. You should listen to the podcast.
It's been gone
back.
since Season 1. We are going to be bringing it back for Season 2. We haven't really done it for the Summer Cup, but Season 2 we will be bringing that back. I'm going to let both teams know that we are going to take a 5-minute break before starting the 3rd map. Let them each get a breather. Let them each take just a little bit of time to be able to reclaim themselves. I know the I know the energy is going a little bit crazy, so please do not go anywhere. We will be back in just a moment.
I'm gonna drink some water.
Water bottle.
Yeah, it's
Yup.
time for some water. All right. I am back once again during this 5-minute break. We want to ask you, please go check out the podcast Behind the Call Out. It's a very good podcast featuring members of the collective. We talk to them about strategy. We ask them about their lives. We have a lot of really good people. It is Duck Guy and Max who do that. So please go ahead and check that out. It will be returning ASAP. I don't have an exact time it will be returning, but we do know it will be returning eventually. Very, very, very soon.
Is that good? Left, right, up, down?
That's perfect. It's all good.
All right, and I as well am back. It seems like we are going to be waiting for somebody on Home Shot and the Choir Boys. Next map, yep, it was right. It was Border.
We are on the border. Heading out. Now, Border is a map that Check 6 plays extremely, extremely well. That we have particularly seen Jello and Serbian play unbelievably well on. It was Serbian on the Legion and Jello on that hard anchor on that Maestro or the Echo if he is unbanned. This is, I don't want to say it's completely and totally over for Home Shot and the Choir Boys. The fat lady hasn't sung yet, but it's not looking good. We're heading into one of Check 6's best maps, and they're down 0-2. And honestly, on their attack rounds, when they have had to go into that ferocious roaming game of Check 6, they haven't been the best at clearing that out, and it hasn't been good for them. They absolutely have to clear out those roamers better, and they have to they have to attack better. They have to play better on the attack if they want a chance at bringing this back. Now, in our grand finals, they did go down, we were at a tie 1-1 in maps. They won Consulate. They definitely did not win Border, as that was the first map of the series, and Check 6 absolutely just dominated on it. They're going to need a massive performance to make this comeback.
Well, Check 6 is going to be on attack first. I mean, this is...
They just got to win 3.
This is what...
All Check 6 has to win is 3. They just got to win 3 rounds. That's it.
Heck, even if they won 2, I mean, even winning 2, even if it was a 4-2 by the time they switched to defense, that's still a little bit of a lead. That's still a little bit of a little bit of an advantage on them, because instead of having to win, all 6 of their defensive rounds, they only really have to win 5 to beat into an advantage.
It definitely
or
feels
if they
like
want to
that.
get it to a tie. So
With the way that Czech 6 is attacking, it for sure feels like that. Or the defending, excuse me. They need to get those offensive rounds, or they just need to win. Honestly, yeah, that's the big brain move. Shoot the people, plant the bomb, win the game. Big brain.
well, trying to figure out where the fifth is for home shot in the Choir Boys. Not quite sure where he went.
As soon as we get that, we are going to get started.
I did only say 5 minute break. I hope he didn't think I meant 15. Give him another 3 minutes here, and in another 3 minutes, we will message him one more time, see where he is at, and see what the scoop is. But for the time being, we're going to listen to Diamondback sing us show tunes. Diamond?
For my first show tune, I will be singing the famous cat song from the musical Cats.
Yes. Great.
Did your cat just meow in the background? I thought I heard that. That'd have been perfect.
Yeah, she did. She did just. You're like, the greatest cat remix song, and then my cat just. I gotta admit, man. I don't want to say which
This is the best cast of
but
all
buddy.
time. This is the best cast.
This
Okay,
was a surprise we were waiting for. Took a month off, gave y'all a break. Now we're back when we're still stupid as ever.
This is the thing that y'all have been waiting for, right? It's from me singing show tunes. This is the title track to Cats, which is coming back with a live action Cats thing. Cats are good. They are funny.
Oh, thank God his fifth is here. We don't have to hear it. All right, so
When
we're gonna
they
get started
throw
now.
up on my couch,
And-
it makes me mad. That's the cat song. It's my cat threw up on my couch this morning. I was not very happy with her.
2 out of 10.
Thank you. It's not a 1.
That's a 1 out of 5.
It's not a 1. It's not a 1 out of 10.
It's a 1
I'll
out
take
of.
it.
It's a 1 out of 5. It's a 2 out of 10. Maybe 2.5 out of 10. But it's
Sure,
a
but it's not a 1 out. But it's not a 1 out of 10. That's how math works.
It's true.
What do you mean?
True. True. I'll give you props. Yes.
Thank
But
you.
now we are back, and we are getting into what could be the final map of Czech 6 is going to be the ones to take this all home. I guess we're going to have to see here. First ban is going to be Jackal on a map like Border. That's not a bad pick whatsoever. A lot of roaming potential there, and it seems like a strong roam for home shot in the Choir Boys, since that was their ban. Maybe they're going to be playing a little Caviera. I guess we'll see.
The Blackbeard
being
ban.
taken off as well.
Good.
That's
good
going to be
ban.
great for
Good
Sandwich
ban
Window.
on Border. Good ban on Border.
Yeah. That's going to be amazing for Sandwich Window. That's going to be great for, well, pretty much just anywhere on site. Anywhere you're looking in and they can get a peek on you, that's pretty much great.
It's always nice to not have to play against a Blackbeard. It is very good to know that when you shoot someone in the head, they're going to die. And they're not just going to be like, oh, I got shot in the head. Guess what? No, I didn't. The Mira
That
being
Mira
taken
is
off.
going to be taken off as
Yeah.
well.
Mira being taken off, though, I don't necessarily. It might be like a comfort ban. I'm not exactly like all the way on board with that, but still, an Echo being taken off the board, that's a really good. Border has so many little rooms that Echo can just like run away and hide in, and then deny plant with the Yokai. We've seen so many, like how many times they've been clutched against in a 1v like X, like 1v2, 1v3, where there's an Echo alive and you just can't plant the bomb because you can't find the Yokai drones. It's very annoying.
And as we get started up into here, Looks like the starting lineup for Check 6 is going to be Thermite, Thatcher, Buck, Ash, and Capitao, whereas Home Shot and the Choir Boys will be Valkyrie, Maestro, Jaeger, Legion, and Bandit.
I really like the Valk pick here. And honestly, I'm surprised that Valkyrie got through on border. There are so many good places to hide her cams, and control of the balconies is so crucial, especially on that Armory Archives take from any going into any of the sites like Armory or Archives. I'm very surprised Valkyrie got through. I do like the 6 pick off onto the Nomad. I feel like that is absolutely the play. That is a real.
If we're talking
really
about plays here,
Attackers need to
I'm
locate
surprised
and
that they
defuse
let
the bomb.
Pulse be in here.
That too.
Pulse from
Or
down
Buck.
below in this map. Or yeah, or Buck.
Pulse, Valkyrie, Buck, all on the board.
Seems like they're going to be going for a no-holds
Attackers
bar here
discovered
for
the
this,
location of a
what
bomb.
could be final map. If not, however, they will be taking this to Coastline. And then we'll see about that for the decider. But yeah, right now, it's hard to say that, it's looking like this is going to be, I don't want to predict this is going to be the final map. But for how it's been going, Home Shot and the Choir Boys have to do something here. It's starting to look like the end of Season 1.
Attackers are heading out to defuse the bomb.
It is. It's looking like, not that it's like completely and totally falling apart, but that right now, Check 6 are just a better
Defender has left
coordinated
the
team.
area of operation.
And there's nothing wrong. Like Home Shot and the Choir Boys are a very new team. They are they're in the finals. They're not necessarily. They're not even necessarily. They're not bad by any stretch of the means. They're just going up against a team that has been playing together for a very long time, is extremely coordinated, knows how to play. There's no shame in losing this. Even losing, they can lose this 0-7, and you could still say that this is a very, very good team that is going to make some waves in Season 2. They're just going up against a very dominant team. And sometimes it does happen like that. Sometimes you play against better teams, and the only way to beat that is to yourselves stick together, stick it out, don't make any drastic roster changes if you don't have to, and just improve.
I mean, if we're being 100% honest here, we already knew that Check 6 was a dominant team. They are, if not one of the most stronger teams in collective. As you can see here, their drone work just is amazing. Their gun skill is just top notch. And now, as Dom here gets pinched up, Loki's going to be the one to get that final kill. And there it is. Dom's being taken down from below. Now it's going to be a 4-5. Loki already pushing upstairs as they drone out for him. Does hear the Legion from behind, though. Quanks is going to be playing with the Maestro. Not a common pick seen played by him.
Reloading, cover me!
Captain's going to be waiting upstairs. Does take down Jello. Might possibly get the feet of somebody else if they are not careful.
Lights out!
Serbian and Yoshi opening up sight and pushing their way in. Loki still playing on them stairs towards 90.
1 minute left in the round. We are going to have no smokes on the board, so it might be a play for kills moment as Loki is up the metal stairs, waiting for the right time to push in. So there's a little bit of barb in front of him. Is just going to hold there for the rest of his team to push in. They do have the wall open. That's very, very big to have. But it's still just 30 seconds left in the round. They're not even on the second floor. It does look like it's going down for a second, but a nice shot. And Home Shot and the Choir Boys have complete control of this round.
15 seconds remaining.
Scrub getting not one but two onto
10
Check
seconds
6
left.
as
Attackers.
yeah, they got the fuser down. They have to try to grab that and get the plan off. Captain does get that kill off onto Loki. C4 is going out, and Scrubbin is going to get that final kill off onto Niccolo, and will take that first round. Running outside in a little bit of what I assume is excitement. Ooh, what a shot.
A nice play coming out from Scrubbed, who was subbed in and just not carried, but did so well. He beamed the two players coming in, trying to plant the bomb, got the final kill. Not bad for your first round in a finals.
Oh, he is coming in fresh and
3-1
hot
and
off the
0?
oven. He has been sitting here watching his team play, getting exhausted as they had tried to do everything in their power to hold off the aggression of Check 6, and now he is in ready to go. He is warmed up, he is heated, and not having those 2 games in under his belt already, he's looking fresh. He's looking rookie of the season coming in to play against the veterans.
And we are going to see that Fuse Elite coming out with the 6th pick. Fuse is one of those operators you don't really...
Wait. Fuse Elite or
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I'll stop there.
I would like to point out that Mex has been making fun of me for a long time for my jokes, and I just want that to be known. I'm not going to say anything about the quality of that joke. I just want it to be known that Mex makes fun of me a lot for my jokes. Just want to throw that out there. Bringing it all back around to the match. Fuse is one of those operators that you don't really think to bring on border, but is very, very strong, especially if you can get him in above and he can start fusing below. Almost all of the floors and ceilings in border are destructible. So if you can get him above the site, you can soften up the anchors and just kill a bunch of the utility on the site, if not kill the anchors themselves. He's a very, very good operator to have.
Ooh, it looks like he's going to be going with the shield. Okay.
This is unique. The Fuse Shield definitely not bad. The PMM will kill in 2 hits. It's a very strong pistol. It's just not questionable, but if it's me, I'm bringing the AK-12. Very, very underrated assault rifle.
I believe it's just something you're not really used to, something you don't really see as often, and I mean, because of that, it actually might get the job done. A lot of people don't expect to see Fuse with a shield, so maybe it'll catch them off guard.
There's a lot to be said about just throwing people off in this game, about playing unpredictably. So many times you get killed in this game because someone's holding an angle that you don't expect them to be holding, or they're bringing an operator, or they're bringing a strategy that you don't expect. So at some point, you have to start playing outside of the meta and outside of the common angles in order to get those kills. And man, Fuse Shield might just be it. That outside of the meta pick that helps you take the round, as we are seeing the Fuse charges go out. It's just raining hockey pucks, explosive hockey pucks, all over the bomb site.
Ooh, Yoshi is going to get 1, followed by Niccolo as well. Getting another, and that's going to put him down to a 3-5 with only a minute left.
The Russian bombardment doing so much work and forcing the anchors outside of the site into the waiting arms of the Czech 6 road clear. Just 2 very, very quick kills.
Definitely kind of hard to say what they were going for here, giving up complete topside control without any sort of resistance to them, as now they're just going to make their way to site.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Ooh, bad timing by Scrubbed as Yoshi's going to get that pick. Bring him down to a 2-5, a little late for that long flank upstairs. Natsu is going to get 1 though. Captain going off to that buck and does get it, but the plant is going to be going down. Serbian going for the plant.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
And it is going to stick as Natsu is going to make his way over from customs. Ooh, and he might get a good pick here. A little late on the trigger there and does give up that pick off on the Thatcher, but he's going to go for a run out and does get taken down. Yoshi's going to get that final pick. And that's it. That's going to be the round. Bringing him now to a 1-1.
And a nice play.
I think we got
from
them
Czech
shots
6.
a little earlier.
I agree. A nice play from Czech 6. I like that they are bringing. I like that they brought the Fuse. I like the Fuse play a lot on this map. It's so useful just about anywhere. You can throw the hockey pucks into sandwich. You can throw them onto archives. You can push so many people into those pre-aimed angles from your team, which I'm We didn't necessarily see it, but I'm assuming that's what happens. And Jello's just going to bring the fuse again. And why not? It worked so well. It worked extremely well for them last time. They had a 2v5, they got the diffuser down, and won in a 1v3 scenario. You go into that same spot, why would you do the exact same thing again? It only makes sense.
Well, it looks like there is going to be a little bit of a six-pick from that fuse. Well, I mean, regardless, his team is still going to be fearful of it. They're still going to be scared. Mm-hmm. They're still going to think, oh no, you know, he's bringing the fuse. He's bringing the shield. That's so good, by the way. Well, technical.
You're good. And the six-pick off of the fuse onto the IQ, it's not what we have the advantage of being able to see the whole thing. And so we saw the Homeshot and the Choir Boys six-pick onto the Valkyrie. So honestly, it might work out in their favor that they six-pick on. We still do have like a Legion, we have a Pulse, we have the Jaeger, and we have a Valkyrie on the board. Those Valkyrie cams, especially if they're outside, they're going to be dead so quickly.
10 seconds to go.
Not to mention, on top of that, Pulse is going to be exposed from pretty much anywhere down below. All the Legions are basically useless so long as IQ uses her, you know, things right. And as long, I mean, I'm assuming, anyways, I could be wrong. I don't know the play that they're going to go for yet. But if IQ just kind of stays up here, up top on second floor, I mean, she's just going to be a huge threat. She's going to take out all the utility from up above, uncontested.
Mm-hmm. Again, border, you can shoot through just about everything on this map. It's going to be very, very good for Jello. If he can just stay alive on the IQ long enough to delete all of that utility, it's hard not seeing this as a check 6 win. Even without the fuse pick that I really liked and kind of wish they would have stayed on, but you know what? It worked out in their favor anyways.
And here we are once again. All of Homeshot and the Choir Boys just not putting any bit of resistance up top towards check 6, giving them complete vertical freedom to just do whatever they want. Something you don't usually see, something you don't usually advise, but hey, it looks like they're paying for it. Nicolo's going to get that first pick as well as the Valkyrie's going down. They're getting taken out.
We try very hard on these tasks to give teams the benefit of the doubt. To say, okay, they probably had a strategy here, this isn't what we would have done, but we have the benefit of seeing the whole thing. We just said it. Hindsight is 20/20. It's very easy to say that someone is doing something wrong when they have wall-hacks. In this scenario, it is absolutely a mistake to give up full vertical control on border. And you can watch Homeshot and the Choir Boys, they're paying for it. You cannot just late flank up at the very end of the map. You will give up so much. You have to play vertically. Have to. Nice shots coming out, but as you can see, they're in a 3v5 right off the beginning. They have to focus the vertical control.
Yeah, and with a minute left, no, 50 seconds left on the clock even. It is a 3v3, but everyone is at least, if not a little bit below half health. So it's more like a 1.5 versus 3 here. And again, they still have complete vertical control, complete freedom to do exactly whatever they want when it comes to picking off this defense. Both sides, I believe, are clear.
What good are these Valkyrie cams if you can't use them to flank up the stairs? What good are they using? I just don't know. And again, we really try hard to like give teams the benefit of the doubt, but man, like unless something absolutely crazy happens here, we see a top run out, and it does look like he's gonna go for the diffuser. Oh yeah, it's over. Everybody's dead. On stage. So outgunned.
Basically what that was just a little bit of outgunning there at the last second, not really holding the angles that they should have been holding there for that last little bit, especially getting a little bit more manpower on Serbian when he was going for that plant. They did get the plant off, but there was no one there to really, you know, stop those frags from going out, getting them in a better position. And I mean,
there's no reason there's no reason to give up vertical control. There is no reason to give up vertical control on border, especially when you know that a team's at the top first, and especially when everything above you is destructible. Like Why even reinforce the hatch at that point if you're just going to give up that vertical control? Nobody's going to drop the hatch.
Yeah, I still stand by my point. Definitely don't give up that vertical control. At least have one, if not two people upstairs to at least put a little bit of pressure to run out that clock. Yes, it did work for that last round on a couple bad decisions by Check 6, but at the same time, it's still not wise to give up top control and to give up that vertical play that early off, without any resistance immediately into the round. As now they are going to be going up to Armory Archives.
We are going to see it. It is going to come through. We do like this site. It's a good, strong site. And honestly, even though they did give up vertical control there, and it was, in our opinions, a mistake, and we feel very confident calling it a mistake, Homeshot and the Choir Boys are in a very good position because they won that round. Because they did outgun Check 6. Now they're in a 2v1 with an Armory Archives and a chance to go up 3-1. And if they can get this to a 4-2, they will have more than a chance to win this map. What they can't allow is to allow it to go into another 3-3. They absolutely cannot do that.
Looks like Dom not really aware of how to be able to get up top onto and brain fart. This shelf, I guess you call it a shelf up here.
Did they patch that?
Look at the Maestro up here on this little wall.
I think they patched it.
No, it's still available.
It's still available?
It's still available. Yeah, I've done it a couple of times. You just got to get the angle right. Wow, Loki wasted no time to push his way into CCTV, doing what Loki does best. Loki's not top fragging this game though.
Loki also not on Ash or Jaeger. He is on the Captain.
Yeah.
That's a nice little change of pace, as they are gonna give Loki a little bit more utility to work with. They are gonna stick him on, not on the LMG with the all-powerful scope called Scope, but still definitely a unique strategy from Check 6, as normally it's just Loki playing Ash and Jaeger all the time.
And Loki is going to get that first pick off onto Cap'n, and that is going to be a pretty big pick. Cap'n's been putting in some work, as you see him top fragging here, and is going to safely make his way back with his team. Jello getting another, and now it's going to be a 3v5 once again. Are they going to be able to hold it this time, though, and not, just kind of throw themselves at the defending team?
That armory wall is open, and it looks like the bandit is going to be hanging out back behind that half wall. That's a tough position for him to be in. The nomads are coming out. The firebolts are coming in. Jello on the double kill from Sandwich, and it looks like Dom's going to have to rotate out. The site is not safe anymore, as the plant will go down. And it does look like one gets traded off, but the Maestro goes down as well. It is just the Captain, and he is going to have to rotate all the way around. There is not a safe place anywhere on this map. Just a really strong clear from Check 6. Some shots going down, but that's going to be it. A nice take from Check 6. Good entry frags from Loki. A good technical play.
And that right there was definitely a good play by Check 6. A lot more aggressive on their attack, getting off those picks where they needed to. And I really like that they had the Nomad there on Sandwich Window. Very powerful play. I still use it today in some of my ranked games. So, very good play there. And, yeah, at the end, it just seems like Dom wasn't able to hold off a 1v3, which is definitely understandable, getting flanked on. But, I mean, who knows? It could be different. They still have 2 rounds left. Now, again, I hate to keep saying deja vu, but this is looking a lot like the other rounds. It's now a 2-2. If they win it here, that's great. That's amazing that they win it. But they're going to have to stick it and win it another round to even still be effective. Because once Check 6, we already know, enough said, once they get on defense, it's almost game over. Their defensive is extremely powerful. So unless they have a new attacking strat on border that we've yet to see, they're going to have to try to pull out something new here and make sure they stick these next 2 wins.
And if we do get that deja vu, it's got to be a little bit tilting for Homeshot and the Choir Boys at that point. To know, like, man, okay, we played pretty well on our defensive side, It's still a 3-3. It's still tied. Now we have to go up against that. It's got to be a little, because the last two maps have ended in that exact same fashion.
10 seconds left.
It's got to be frustrating.
So they are going to be going for a same sort of play here, only this time Quinks is going to be putting the Maestro over in Fountain. They'll be going for a little bit of a Fountain play, or expecting more of a Fountain push, I should say. As, yes, Loki once again is going to be pushing his way up over to what I'm assuming is CCTV. Oh, never mind, I was wrong. And they say I'm a caster.
We're both a little bit rusty. We had some real life things get in the way. We haven't been around, but we're back. We're back, folks.
Razorwire going up. Drone ready.
Ooh, battery at 15%. Let's hope these next ones stick. If anything, we got the Twitch.
Good thing we do have that, and it is, man, it's again, it's hard to say the exact same things, and I feel like we're just a broken record at this point, because every single round has ended up what feels like the exact same way, and every single game ends up the exact same way. Whoever gets the 3v5 advantage more than likely wins. Whoever, wins that first half more than likely wins. And most often, if Czech 6 can get it to just a tie at halftime, then it's just been over. They're so solid on defense. But it does look like Homeshot and the Choir Boys are striking back. We are in a 3v5. Excellent play coming out, 3v2.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Nice. And
Oh my lord.
a flurry of kills come out, and Homeshot and the Choir Boys maybe turning around. A little bit of a TK there with the C4, as it is just Yoshi alive down below on the Thatcher in a 1v4 scenario. And that it's gonna be tough for him to come back from this, but still, like, even if this round is an L, they have one round, and they still have another round to make it a 3-3.
I wonder what gave him such a burst of aggression there on defense, just running out at any given chance to get those frags off where they needed them, and I mean, it worked. Now in a 1-4 with 40 seconds left. Not a whole lot that can be done here. Doesn't even have the diffuser, and it's being watched. So again, not quite sure what he's going to be able to go at here. As Capcan's laying on the ground with the sausage, but does get taken out by Dom. Almost a quick refrag there. Shots barely
15
missing
seconds
to
to
do
go.
enough damage. 13 seconds left. Bringing down to 10, still a 1v3. He's trying to hold angles, but there's just not enough time.
5 seconds to go.
And
5 seconds left, and from behind it's Cappin.
Cappin with a nice play to make the flank all the way around on the Jaeger to take that home. Just ice this round out. And now, Homeshot and the Choir Boys, they can breathe a little bit easier. But they need this round. These last rounds before the half have, when Homeshot and the Choir Boys have been up, it is felt desperate. And it feels like the winner of this round, round 6, goes on to win the game more often than not. Because again, Czech 6 so strong on the defensive side, especially with their roam game, and all of the maps that we have are just such strong roamer maps. Homeshot and the Choir Boys, man.
Shield.
They're in a 6 pick off that onto the Capital. Yep. They need this win. They need this win so unbelievably badly. Otherwise, it's just going to be death by 1,000 paper cuts again. Or not for sure going to be death by 1,000 paper cuts, but you all know what I mean. It's not looking
Well,
good.
I mean, this is what's going to make or break them. Either they win this map and take it in for a chance to take the title, or this is it. Czech 6 takes yet another map in a 3-3 overtime or a 3-3 half and brings it
Attackers have
to
discovered
just
the
a
location of
3-map win. Just a straight flawless victory.
And here we have,
Located a bomb.
will we see Homeshot and the Choir Boys adjust their strategy? Again, the last time they played this site, they didn't play vertically at all. They just gave up vertical play completely over to Czech 6. If they do that again, I'm not sure they're going to be able to gun skill themselves out of it. They are making that rotate hole in the bathroom. That's kind of that's nice to have, but they need that
5
vertical
seconds
play.
remaining.
And unless they get that verticality, it could be over extremely quickly, barring some very strange decisions by Check 6.
Down and on the road.
Well, it seems like they are going to have Quakes upstairs. If he does stick upstairs, at least it'll be something.
Is he FO12ing? Does he have the FO12?
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So with an
I
FO12
love
staying upstairs
doable.
in this position, yeah, it's extremely doable. And at least it's a little bit of pressure on the attacking team, something that we haven't seen in these last couple of rounds that they have been downstairs.
And Home Shot and the Choir Boys are so much better when they go when they're on to Check 6. And it can be tough to push this team, especially when they're on the attack and you're on defense. But when they play aggressively, they've won rounds. That's how they won the last round. That's going to have to be how they win this one, as it does look like some nice drone work coming out. Loki is going to be entering in, just kind of peeking, trying to find that Ella hanging out upstairs.
Captain
Gapping
does
with
get the first pick off.
Gapping with the frag on the Niccolo. You're no worries. That's a big play. That's your buck gone. That's a lot of that vertical control gone. And again, Home Shot and the Choir Boys, a very good job by playing this aggressive. You have to force this team into mistakes. You cannot let them just rain grenades on you from above.
And again, this is looking a little bit better. I mean, yes, they are now at a 4v4 with Serbian getting that pick off on the Dom, but there is only a minute left. This many people left on the board, this little bit of time, this is looking a lot better in Home Shots and the Choir Boys' favor.
And look at the position of this Ella. Someone is going to vault in there, and we're going to hear the loud. We're going to be able to hear, why is he sitting there all the way here in Texas? That is a very, very unique place to be playing.
Loki is going to get that frag on the Captain. Waiting for another peek here, possibly going through this hole, or this rotate hole. He is just going to miss that sight onto the Maestro, who is scrub playing over in server. But again, 25 seconds left. Even though it is a 3v4, they're going to have to try to find a way to push their way into sight safely so they can get this plant down.
15 seconds to go.
This might be what it is. Smokes are going out.
Attackers have
Loki's going to get that kill off on the Quanks.
5 seconds to go.
There's going to be the one free frag by Scrub. Diffuser is going down.
Attackers activating diffuser.
And that's it. Diffuser is down. But he does get the sight off on the Loki. Loki's going to get down. And now it's going to be a 2v2. They just have to play their time here. And play it safe. Scrub going upstairs to make sure that there's nobody upstairs. There is one down. So it is going to be a 1v2. He is going to go off for the line of sight. Yoshi's going to get that kill off on the Scrub. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the game. 4-2. And he is going to take that for the first time in 2 maps. There it is. They're finally going to come in with a 4-2 lead off, as they go off into attack.
And Home Shot and the Choir Boys. The third verse, not the same as the first. They have made the changes that they need. They have won the rounds that they need to actually take this map. They can finally feel like they're ahead. No matter what lead they have like on the scoreboard, 3-3.5 against Check 6, not a lead. Now they are squarely in the driver's seat in this map.
Hopefully they can keep it that way too, as they're going to be switching their way off into attack, bringing a Finka onto the board. Kills are a little more sitting into Scrubbed and Cappen's favor. Quanks and Dom sitting a little bit more towards the bottom of the leaderboard. Dom, 6 rounds in, still not pulling in any kills. If he was to pull one more, They could have been looking at a little bit of a 5-1. However, that is going to be debatable. Check 6, on the other hand, Kill's looking a little more spread with Yoshi being the top fragger this time instead of Loki. Big surprise there. But again, this is going to be Loki on defense with that Jaeger, and we all know how much he likes to spawn peek. And we know how aggressive he likes to be towards the attacking teams. Let's see if he keeps it up with this one here.
But it's going to have to be a very perfect half for Check 6 if they want to pull this into OT. This is the first time that it has felt like Check 6 is behind.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Reloading.
Yeah, it definitely feels like they are... Oh, continue.
I do like that Check 6 brought the Valkyrie. Valkyrie those camps are incredibly good on this map because of how much ground they can cover, especially on the second floor. You can essentially, with those 3 camps, you can essentially get every single room in the second floor covered by at least a little bit of the camp. They're really, 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 really solid. Very strong. We are going to get into the round here. No early kills coming out so far, as it does look like the aggression from these two teams has been brought in a little bit, wrangled, corralled, per se, a little bit. You might see some early kills coming out from these windows. None so far, though.
Like taking a little bit of damage by that Legion trap sitting outside. Legion playing off by Niccolo, who is going to be sitting by the armory desk.
I think a shotgun rush just is slowed just a little bit by the Goo Mines. And you gotta know that Check 6 have seen this coming. They saw the Finka on the board. They know, okay, someone can just push us straight up. We need to be aware.
The half wall of the site is going to be open as Quinks. And all of Homeshot tried to push their way into sight to get this plan off.
Does look like it's an armory quick take as the Finka boost is going to come in. The juice is running through their veins. Let's see if they can get this going. Smoke's coming out. You do take more damage from smokes while you are in a Finka boost, and Check 6 just absolutely gunning right now. And this rush has been completely stymied.
Looks like Quinks is going to try to go in. The diffuser is down. He did get C4. And Shotgun does not have that much range. Quinks is going to get smoked. Captain is going to get the 1 kill, though, off on the Niccolo. He's going to be the one playing the Ash. And then makes his way back outside to try to meet up with his team. Scrub taking a huge amount of damage before trying to run outside.
That's a Legion down. That's big. That's really, really big. That's a lot of Goo Mines, and that is the 3rd smoke coming out, so there is no more plant denial for Check 6. They're going to eventually have to take gunfights with the Finka sausage. There's one more adrenal boost left, but man, it's going to be tough. It's going to get bloody, and it's going to be a little mess over here in Armory, as we are seeing the plant going down. Will it get challenged? It will, but again, the Finka sausage. Just such a good position with that wall open, baiting out all the utility to Check 6. And now they're on the back, but Jello does get a refrag, and he will take out the Finka sausage. We are in a 1v1. It's going to be a huge gameplay as the Ash will back off into Armory. Aggressive play from the Jaeger coming out, some free fires. Will he take the kill? And he won't. Home shot in the Choir Boys up 5-2.
Yeah, definitely looking a lot different from what we've been seeing so far.
And a very we should point out something that isn't the kill feed. Quanks played that so unbelievably well. One of their planter did get C4'd from the floor, but he took out all the utility and he made Smoke waste all of his smoke grenades. Just a very, very good technical play coming out from him to force the other team to waste all of their utility so quickly. We are seeing the 6 pick from the castle on to potentially that's a Mozzie. I like that. Oh, maybe not sticking it. Maybe? Yes, he is going to stick it. Mozzie's one of my favorite operators, man. I really liked Burnt Horizon operators. Grim Sky,
Defenders, protect your bomb.
or not Grim Sky. Phantom Sight, they're fine. Really, really situational. Which I'd rather have that than Broken. But man, I really feel like Gridlock and Mozzie were good additions to the meta.
If we're going to talk about something being good at anything right now, I want to look at Cap, and this man is going 11-3, only person with double digits. And compared to how he's been playing with the last couple of maps, which he has been playing good, but my goodness, 7 rounds in, already at 11-3. So that's got to be a big, just a big plus to have on your team, feeling that he's doing so good. Not to mention the new kid, Scrub, coming in here off of the bench, just really pulling his weight with this 8-6 play. Again, check 6, they got to be feeling a little tired here. Already 2 maps in, already, basically just playing their heart out the way that they've been playing lately, playing super aggressive. Now they're starting to slow down a little bit. Now they're starting to, they're starting to play a little bit differently, starting to take their time a little bit more. And Cap'n and Scrub, they've just been, they've just been sitting. They've been relaxing. They've been holding their time, holding their tongue, waiting for this moment to come where they could just outshine.
Definitely.
So it looks like we are going to have another Sausage SMG, or yeah, Sausage 12 with the Finca.
And it's a nice boost to have. And there is a smoke on the board for check 6, but still not a whole lot of plant denial.
Bomb located by attackers.
Actually,
not
never
a
mind.
lot of
There's
plant
two.
denial.
There's 2 C4s.
I mean,
they brought in their C4 more than the last one. But still, you got to feel like a Maestro or an Echo would be better at denying the plant in that armory place where people love to plant so much.
See, what I'm really liking is the amount of intel that they have here. The Valkyrie, the Mozzie, the Legion, the amount of intel that they're going to get to kind of let them know exactly where they're at, hopefully making it so this time, they don't get Finca shotgunned.
And in the post plant, that Finca shotgun can be so strong, and I believe that it's 2 smokes already used. That's not good. That's a lot of your denial gone. The Mozzie is taking a lot of damage as well. 2 C4s still on the board, can still be C4'd from below, but that Valkyrie cam in the armory room, I believe it's already been taken out. I could be wrong though.
Looks like Serbian's going to be playing that famous lunchbox hold there. And he is known for holding this. He does it so well. Nicolo is going to get not 1 but 2 over from that little office there. And before he makes his way back around the bomb, Yoshi getting yet another. And now it is going to be a 1v5. As Natsu is going to be the last person alive holding himself from break room before making his way into security CCTV. And this is kind of it. 30 seconds left. Looks like check 6 is finally going to be bringing this round back. Let's get the 1 on the Jello. But refragged quick can be by Loki. Playing on the Jaeger.
Check 6, taking the first defensive map. There's 4 more rounds. They're not out of this yet. They're such a good defensive team, especially on border, which, if you play it correctly, can be more defender-sided. They absolutely can take this. Now, they've used up all of their armory archives. We're going to go down into vents. What I would have liked to see from check 6, if I can do a little backseat coaching, is a little bit of denial onto that armory wall. We've seen Nicolo play the mute shotgun so well. Why not let Nicolo play that and force out a couple of Thatchers, maybe try and trick it with a bandit, maybe bring the Kaid, just something. Anything to keep that wall from being opened. And especially because a lot of the sites on border do have those exterior walls where you can breach them, and if you clear them out and there's no denial, no C4s, you can just plant the bomb, win the game. There needs to be a little bit of denial on the board for check 6, in my opinion. Breach denial, that is.
I think what happened is they were just expecting a little bit too much resistance from down below up onto that half wall into sight. But as we've seen from Home Shot and the Choir Boys, they just sort of pushed up to the half wall. They didn't really actually do too much of anything from down below. Didn't really open up anything with the Ash. Didn't really get any grenades going up there. Didn't really, do anything with an IQ. So I don't know. It definitely would have been smarter to bring a little bit of, denial onto that wall there. But again, not our, not our best. They still did win the round. Still did very good. Still won those gunfights. And it looks like they're going to be.
You can't complain when you win. You can't complain when you win. Easy as that.
Right. It's not dumb if it works.
It's not. That is that is the line of many a failed experiment. It's not stupid if it works.
Right. It's not stupid if it works. Seems like they are going to be holding a lot better hold upstairs than what Homeshot did with the Choir Boys, as Cap'n is making his way up already. Pushing his way over that half wall, getting that door open. Smokes are going out.
One smoke. So the round. Check 6 is being very, very liberal with their smoke usage. They're just kind of throwing it all over the board. When you have a couple C4s, why not? But man, still, that's a lot of smokes used very, very early. That could be so valuable in plant denial.
Yeah, Serbia definitely being generous with those smoke canisters. Cap'n right now is going to be slowly pushing in. If he's quick enough, if he does get the pre-fire, he might get this kill.
But also, that's something we're seeing more. I've seen a lot more of early smoke usage from people, and people using smoke to roam. Because, 10 seconds of denial is 10 seconds of denial. And you see, it took them a while to get, they did get Serbian, but it took them a little bit to get him out of there. He had a goo, he had all those things. He got one smoke down, and he forced a lot of the members of Homeshot and the Choir Boys up top. So he did his job as a roamer. They're not focused on the site. It took some utility to get him out. But still, it's not that it's a bad play, it's that it's not typical. We do see a little bit of friendly fire coming out. That is very unfortunate.
It looks like Plant is going down on site.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Oh, but Yoshi is going to be the one to stop him before he can get that down refrag by Domino. To be 2v3. Not a lot of health, though, as Loki and Yoshi each get one, and now it's going to be a 1v2 in a matter of seconds. The fuse is going down, however. Dom's about to get that plan off.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
They don't know.
And he is just hanging out in that corner. Let's see if he can get hit through the wall.
And he does!
Nice shot. Nice shot and a nice play. A little disrespect coming out. A little bit of extra. That buck is very dead. That's the kill this guy. You see that guy?
There was dead, and then there was extra dead.
He's the kill this guy alive. And it does look like Czech 6 have righted the ship a little bit here. After being down 5-2, they have pulled it within one round, playing extremely strong right now. These past two rounds have just been all Czech 6. They've gotten their early picks, they've gotten their early trades, they've gotten their plant denial, they're winning their gunfights, they're winning they're winning the strategy game too. It's just all them. This can 100% be a 7-5 or a 7. Words are very hard. It can 100% be a 7-5, as we still do have 3 more defending rounds for Czech 6. We are going to be heading to Customs Supply. So the first time that Czech 6 are going to be playing this particular site, as they have used up their top 2, or their Armory Archives sites for this half, I believe. I believe you can only go to each site twice, correct? Or can you play it 3 times? You just can't play it 3 times back to back.
Yeah, you can't play it 3 times back to back.
So they can go. Okay, they can go back upstairs. We'll probably see them elect to go back upstairs pretty soon. They are bringing a bandit to help deny that outside wall, maybe force out some of the Thatchers very soon. Maybe if the Capitao can be deleted,
5 seconds remaining,
or the Capitao can be just taken care of. That's going to be the big struggle for for check 6. If that Capitel's alive, that wall is going to be very, very hard to keep up. Because he can push you away so far for so long with the way the new firebolts work.
Ooh, Cap'n already with a kill.
Cap'n having a fan.
Looks like they get rest of. That
Attackers
rest of home
dropped
shot's
the
gonna be
diffuser.
trying to push upstairs.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Captain getting droned out by, getting droned with down. Will gets droned out. Captain almost finishing him off.
Some goo mines being hit. Oh, that's a lot of damage onto Cap'n, but a lot of damage onto Niccolo as well.
Now he's just holding angles with 1 health and a dream.
Drones ready.
Hey man, sometimes that's all you need. Especially when you're Legion and you can throw goos everywhere and deny plants. Gotta keep Legion alive for as long as humanly possible. As long as he is alive, he's a threat. On stacking the mines just all over the map.
Ooh, a lot of damage going off on the Dom here. That's to be 2 people with a lot of damage being done on the home shot and the Choir Boys.
Still not a lot of plant denial on the board. I don't believe the Valkyrie has used her C4 yet. There is a Legion on the board, but not if the plant does go down, I'm not sure there's a lot the check 6 can do to deny it.
Smokes do go however, as Serbian's be the one to get that kill off on the Dom. However, that is going to be a refrag. Serbian trying to get another, and he does get the diffuser down, as well as Natsu getting down with him. And that's going to be defuse. Scrubbed and Captain just kind of holding angles, 40 seconds left.
Defender has left.
Looks
the
like Serbian's going in
designated
for a
Now he
little bit
has
of a run out.
diffuser.
Sees the diffuser down. He knows where he has to play. He knows he just has to peek this a couple times the next 30 seconds. If he can get a scrub, gets the double kill. And we will see someone get picked up out there. This is could be a very easy double kill for Serbian. He peeks in the right time. It's all timing at this point. Diffuser does go down. A nice pick from Yoshi on the Vigil, who will get a nice shot. What a play with the SMG-12.
10 seconds to go.
And Yoshi might have just
5 seconds.
got that round for him there. Natsu gets one, tries to take down Jello, doesn't know where Yoshi is,
Operators,
and just
you are
runs out the
of
clock.
time.
And there it is. Now it's at a 5v5. Yoshi with an amazing 2-piece and a biscuit there at the end. That was
Check 6.
That was clean.
Check 6 are storming back into this map. This is looking like the first half of this didn't look like the Check 6 or the Home Shot and the Choir Boys teams that we have known for a while and that we have seen play and that have done so excellently. Now Check 6 appears to have righted the ship a little bit. Now it's up to Home Shot and the Choir Boys to do it. They're on a Check 6 is on a run. What are the Choir Boys going to do to bring this back, Max? Because now it's time to stop the bleeding. They were up 5-2. They still have two rounds left in regulation. This is still winnable in regulation for them. They don't have to play for the tie. They can go for the straight up win.
Well, they are going to have to do something here because
Defenders, protect your bombs.
bringing it up to a 5v5, it's looking a lot like a 3v3, just a little bit more on the a little bit more on the plate here. However, again, Home Shot has been playing a lot better. If you look at the stats here, Scrubbed and Cap'n are just going off this game, especially Scrubbed coming out of nowhere, not really knowing, who he was or what he was going to bring to the table, but Fresh Meat bringing it in, trying to show himself as one of the top fraggers, and he's doing it just well. Cap'n already being known for being a heavy fragger, and he's showing it off here today, 13-6 as well. So again, if they keep bringing it onto this board and they just keep doing what they're doing, Check 6 is going to have a hard time trying to, hold down these next couple of rounds if they are planning on going for a 3-0.
It really feels like if Cap'n and Scrubbed are alive, the Home Shot and the Choir Boys have a little bit more of a chance. They have played very excellently, and especially because Scrub is a sub that came into this map. We should really highlight how well he has played. No matter what happens in these next 2 rounds, Scrub has played an excellent.
Nicolo tried going out for that spawn peek. Did get a little bit of damage out under the scrub, but not enough to finish him off. Making his way back around, playing with his life, playing it safe.
It is unique that we're seeing. It really is unique that we're seeing Nicolo on Legion on this map. Normally, Nicolo would normally he'd be on mute and it'd be Serbian on Legion. We've seen so many times when Check 6 plays boarded, it's just Serbian holding the half wall or Serbian and Sandwich just denying all of armor. It's definite. Who knows why they chose to do that, but it's unique.
Quank's going to be sitting here on Sandwich window. Very powerful window to hold. As Serbian does get that pick off on the scrub. Now he's going to try to go up above, but doesn't realize Quanks is sitting from up top with a very nasty peek. And he will be the one to get that kill. Refrag now bringing it into an even 4-4.
That perspective, man. The upside down rappel. You hate to see it. You really do hate to see it.
Drone is going out by Quanks. Does find out where the Legion is. Does realize there's a vigil, but not exactly sure where. Loki making his way into sight. If they're going to do any real damage here, they got a window. Cap'n being taken down. That's a huge pick, as now both the top fraggers are gone. Loki getting some shots through the window as Nicolo is going to be the one to finish off that kill. Now it's going to be a 2v4. 40 seconds left. Natsu's still playing.
Nicolo with a nice kill. And it's all Check 6 in this round. It's all Check 6. It does look like that. Whatever happened, man. Whatever Serbian yelled at the boys when they were down 5-2, it is completely and totally turned around. They are on a roll, and it's looking like they're going to add another map to their map streak. They were on 3, about to get 4. As we just have the Nomad hanging out on the roof. There's not much she can do.
Shakes her head no, realizes this is it. Not much I can do here.
Not giving up the call. We'll see if she jumps off the roof, and it does look like that's going to be it. Looking for maybe the other kill to pad the KD a bit. But other than that, man, just tough scenes. And it's tough scenes for Homeshot and the Choir Boys, who were up so big. You remember, they had a 5-2 lead. And their first attacking round, they crushed it. They absolutely swept through Check 6, but now we're on match point, series point. Top point.
Well, I was talking to some of Check 6 before I went, before they came into this game, asking how they were feeling about, going up against some of their competition from Season 1. Did they think they were going to take it the same way they took it there? And they said to me, without a doubt, they were going to take this home. And that's what it's looking like here today. Being up 6, they only have to win this one match, or this one round right here. And that's it. That's map 3, and that's the title.
We're talking about predictions. How about this one? Nicolostradamus.
Oh.
He shoots, he scores, banging it in from 3. Let's go, baby. I finally got a little joke pun off that you weren't immediately disgusted by. I'm counting that as a win. I'm counting it as a win.
That's mildly better compared to the other one.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Mildly.
It's
not a great joke, but your other jokes were like a 2 out of 10. That one was like a 4 or 5.
Look, man, it seems like you're under the impression that I'm going for good jokes. I'm trying to make these as bad as possible. I'm making an attempt. Your size of disgust are what I live for.
Listen. We have fun. We have to keep it fun. That's the only way we.
It's a long cast. We hope it's been entertaining. It's a long cast. We hope it's been very, very entertaining with y'all. It's been a little bit breakless for us. Yeah.
This is the final cup. This is the final. I'm staying at around 50+ views. I mean, averaging, this is, it's got to be good to somebody. Somebody's got to be enjoying it. As we get here started in, Cap'n already, again, wasting zero time to do what Ash does best, and that's getting into sight and fragging out.
And if Homeshot and the Choir Boys are going to come back, I know this is a team game, but it's going to have to be with Cap'n. Cap'n is playing so unbelievably well right now, and he has to utilize that Ash R4C to its best. He cannot die, it feels like. It feels like when Cap'n goes, the whole round goes with it.
Well, it looks like Captain's not going to be going upstairs to contest with this smoke play. Looks like he isn't going to be going for round 2. A little surprised there. Last time he held himself very well, but now it looks like it's going to be up to Scrubbed playing upstairs, going for a little bit of that vertical play. Making his way from CCTV over on the Armory. Did he get the call? Ooh, and he does see the head, but it's not able to connect in time, as Serbian, without taking a lick of damage, will be the one to take down Scrub. That's going to be the second top fragger off.
And Serbian,
now
playing with that FMG9 upstairs, has been able to deny so much vertical pressure. He has played excellently.
That's going to be Quank's gone. Natsu and Quanks are going to be the last one left, as Cap'n is gone. This is it. This is going to be the minute left. 4v2, winner takes all. Deathmatch. Dom is already connected out. No faith in his team. Quinks gets taken down. Yoshi with the refrag. And this is it. 60 seconds left in a 1v3. Shots getting taken down to the Natsu. They know where he's at.
And it's looking like it is the swan song for Homeshot and the Choir Boys. Sing us a sad song. You're the piano man. This one is over. Good
Ladies and gentlemen,
game
this
to all.
is it. From not only from Season 1, now bringing it up to the Summer Cup, and it's going to be powerhousing through their way to Season 2. Your champs and still title holders of Collective Esports, Check 6, Yoshi, Nicolo, Jello, Loki, Serbian. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That's game. Let's get Serbian up in her.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Whew, what a match. 3 hours. How are you feeling, Serb? Suburban. I know you guys want to talk the madness. Leave that for collective.
Forgetting somebody. Probably Loki.
Loki was a nut this game.
Yeah, typical
So
Loki.
was Nicolo too.
Loki and Yosh, dude.
Yeah, Loki was definitely keeping it real. I mean, Ash Yeager, you know, I already knew he was gonna do what he does best. So that was amazing. Hey Loki, you do you best.
Oh, I do something.
Ash Yeager.
Sometimes.
Right.
Let's not forget. I
I was
did
gonna
know
say,
that.
I did want to talk about Nicolo's though. His plays in border with Mute Shoddy. That man was so clean with the A1. Why'd you take him off that role?
We needed it on something else.
Which map are you talking about? On border? Or
I'm
on,
talking about border
Clubhouse?
on the CC. No, yeah, Clubhouse. Excuse me. When he was on Clubhouse and not only downstairs but also on CCTV, the back-to-back 3-piece or 4-piece and then a 3-piece. Excuse me. That man with that A1 shot, he was just disgusting.
Yeah, he had. I mean, is Vito in here? I thought
We
I
took him
invited
off of
but-
the roll. I didn't even remember taking him off.
I think he just.
What-
we
what
might
did we switch
have
it to?
we switched it off when we went gym, I think, because we changed it up a little
No,
bit.
I think he stayed in the. I think he stayed in the mute. Who else would
I'd
have been
I'd
in the
have
mute? Vito,
Did
when did you switch
switch
up?
off? You on Clubhouse?
I think I might. No, I played mute the whole.
I thought you were mute every
whole
round. Yeah.
Clubhouse.
So it was Jaeger
Yeah.
mute, Jaeger mute, Legion,
I
Creed,
switched
and then
on
Echo.
border. I switched to
Right?
Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I tried the border switch. That was cool. You were on Legion, man. 9 assists? That was cold. I realized we just kind of ran away with the question. Anymore? Or what's up?
Man, I don't have anything. Seems like the game really kind of spoke for itself. You can talk about that a little bit. The 3-0, pretty dominating wins, except for the last one where you pulled out a comeback. What was it like pulling out a comeback when you're down 5-2?
I don't ever pull. No.
Annoying.
Fuck.
Yeah, don't make that. Max, you better.
Well,
This is a family channel.
I'm sorry.
This is a
I'm
family
sorry.
channel.
I'm sorry.
Calm
I forgot
down.
we were live.
You
I am
calm
sorry,
down.
ladies and gentlemen. I am
You
sorry.
calm down right
I
now,
am
you
so
savage.
sorry.
Every
Well, we
you missed us.
we were down 5-2, and then Yosh was basically just like, we gotta be a little bit more aggressive, and you know, I think that's what we did, and it kind of swung the momentum of the game, and we started getting kills we normally get, and that's how we kind of started the comeback. And then it clutched up that big round when we were holding customs, and that really changed the game. We knew we were gonna win after that, I think.
Yeah, yo, killed like 9 people in custom, so it's pretty cold.
Yeah, I mean, when you're down 5-2 and you believe that you have the best gun skill as a team, and, you know, just on Xbox in general, you gotta get aggressive and get after them. And that's exactly what we did.
And it worked. That was fun. I mean, they're a good team. That whole role switch thing was weird. I think that hurt us on border as well when they switched roles. It's just a totally different play style. That kind of threw us off a little bit, but I don't know. We repositioned pretty well that time. And never mind. I'll ask about it after.
For sure.
Yeah,
I have no more questions if you don't have any next.
That's a good response.
I was gonna reply something to Serbian in that.
We're texting in the
Yeah. I was gonna reply something that I can't say to the party. Anyways, the point
I
is,
know what you're
you
thinking.
guys
I
did
knew what
great
you were
today.
thinking.
You guys did great today. I mean, fresh off of season 1, you guys took it. Now you're fresh off the Summer Cup again. You guys took it 3-0. Nobody can seem to stand to you guys yet. All I gotta say is, how are you feeling for season 2?
We're gonna win again, probably. I mean, is there like another mindset to that?
Loki, I know you want to be sarcastic, but this is what people want, the real questions. Like, are you bringing any new strats? Are you bringing any like
We
new
yet to bring
gameplay?
strats.
We're gonna win.
We've yet to bring strats.
Yeah, we don't even
Yeah,
know
we
if
run
strats.
break
We just
stuff.
go.
Yeah.
If we bring strats,
dude.
it's a little bit of overkill, but
Yeah, we
we're
kind
just gonna
of
win
yeah,
it
like
this
to
season,
take that
man.
seriously, but it's not fun.
All
It's
right.
fun if you take it
Well,
serious.
this is at 180 minutes. This is
Rest in peace.
good
I'm so sorry.
This is a good 3-hour cast. I'm glad we've been able to keep it at the views that we've been able to keep it to. I just want to wish you guys congratulations again on taking, well, not really taking it, I guess just keeping the
Borrowing it from
title
the
of
Wizards.
champions. You guys just sort of, took season 1 and then took Summer Cup. So I guess any of the teams watching this, any of the teams wanting to get a chance of Check 6, they're going to be in season 2. They're ready. They're, you see how they play. They're not going to take that L laying down. If you want a shot to take that title, then we'll see you guys in a little bit. Diamond, thank you so much for casting with me today.
Yeah, good luck.
We have been yeah, good luck. Good luck. You're going to
Yeah, I mean, if you want to
from
take
the
that shot,
words of Check 6.
we're not worried.
Right.
I mean, it's fine. Do your best, I guess.
But yeah,
Try
Diamond,
hard.
it's been good. We haven't casted in a month, so
It's been
fun.
long.
Shout out
It's
to
been long since we've casted.
Yeah, we're glad to
It's
have you
been
back.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been a minute, man.
Yeah.
I missed both of you. I haven't talked to Diamondback already in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead, no
it's
question.
been a hot minute since we casted.
Bro, they were expecting
Well,
so
I mean,
much
what-
fun in the post game. We were actually like polite this time.
Well,
more
I mean,
restrained.
I had a couple. I didn't know what else to really ask other than, damn, guys, really, you had to do it again?
Yeah, I mean,
else
I
was I
just
supposed to
realized
say?
Dom was on NH last time too. Oh no. Oh damn.
Yeah, that's home shot
unfortunate.
in the choir boys. Home shot, Dom, they're all on.
Man, he didn't have to
Rest
leave
in peace.
early
They're all on
like
NH.
that, man, after like dropping
Yeah, that
the
was
ball.
basically-
It's fine.
that was a little much.
It was
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, if
they're
you're driving 1 and
basically
10 in the
half
finals,
NH.
I can understand that. So
Still live, I know. But anyways,
Yeah, we
yeah,
know.
they're basically half
We're
Godzilla,
toxic
half
anyways, it's
NH
fine.
or New Horizon. So like, that's what it is. You guys took them all in season 1. I mean, no offense, you kind of pressed their face against the wall a little, and then you sort
Yeah, a
of.
little bit.
It was a little bit closer this game, but I mean, still 3-0 on the maps. Good job,
That
guys.
was stupid. We
Thank
like
you.
actively
Shout
tried
out
to
to the
get
two
board.
best casters in collective, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Glad to
no
have
doubt.
Mike back.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks,
we
man.
missed y'all cuties, man. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
We gotta get rank going again, man. Okay, yeah, but we're still at
Shout out to the Instagram
Give us our
man.
30
Shout
Yeah,
out to
please,
the
yeah,
Twitter.
let's
30
get
seconds.
out of here. Let's get out of here, man.
Yeah.
I wanna go home.
Shout out Texan and Matt and the rest of Check 6, and we're happy to just keep winning, man. It's
Check 6
really
Porter.
fun.
Shout out to the man
Shout out
himself.
collective.
Shout out to
Jello.
Check
who did
6
my
Porter.
video.
Except
Shout out
Yoshi,
Porter.
Nicolo,
Shout out
and
Max.
Cello on
Shout out-
Instagram.
Shout out Don.
Thank you,
Have a good
guys.
night.
Thank you all for your shout outs and all that. With this last 30 seconds here, we're gonna wrap it up. I just want to say thank you everybody for watching. Thank you guys for showing up, showing love, and supporting your favorite teams, which that always helps make sure that we grow and stay where we are in the collective. I want to make sure that you guys follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, any social media platform you can think of. It's going to be at collective_esports or collect_esports for Twitter. And yeah, make sure to stay tuned because season 2 is right around the corner, as well as the next season of Behind the Call Out podcast. That's going to be the next, that's going to be coming with season 2 as well. So
I'm gonna make a guest appearance.
be
Don't worry,
ready.
boys.
I mean, we
I'm
have to
making a
get you
guest
guys
appearance.
in. You've won 2 titles in a row, so you have to come and talk shit.
Isn't there a redemption bracket or something? And we have never once talked shit ever. We've always been so
I
bad
want
at
to
those games.
excuse me. Never
Nah,
mind.
bro, we're always
all right. All right, but I'll
Shout
see
out
you
to
guys
everyone who
later.
watched.
Diamond, thank you so much for casting with me. I've been Max. He's been Diamond. Thanks you everybody from
I've
Check
been
6 for
Loki.
coming in here. Congratulations. He's been Loki. And yeah, we want to wish you
You're so
guys a wonderful
stupid, man.
night. We'll see you next time.